We'll go after it. I need to actually turn the monitor up a little bit there. I wish I could turn Adam up some.
Deaton Veterinary Clinic cares for all of God's Deaton Veterinary Clinic cares for all of God's creatures. Dr. Caleb Deaton and his fine staff are ready to care for your pet like it's their very own. At 2074 North Laurel Road, a few miles past the state police post on the right. Deaton Veterinary Clinic, 606-878-5555. Find them on Facebook or go to DeatonVetClinic.com.
The Copper Penny of London is your place to get your fabulous on. At North Main in London, across from the Family Dollar, Kim and her staff will make sure you are styling and profiling when you step out for that night on the town. Get a peek at our beautiful formals by visiting our Facebook page or go to copperpennyoflondon.com. 606-864-8523. The Copper Penny.
First National Bank of Manchester and London. Come see us at our new London location at 1211 West 5th. Inquire today about our lovely new community room. Email communityroom@fnbmky.com. Phone us 606-598-6111. fnbmbank.com. The definition of what your bank should be. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. XL Physical Therapy at 87 CVB Drive in London. Eliminate pain, improve mobility. We even offer stroke recovery, sports recovery, and we can help you avoid surgery in some cases. Take it from someone who knows. XL Physical Therapy is the best around. Phone 606-877-4673 or find XL Physical Therapy on Facebook. Let Tanya and her staff of caring professionals at XL Physical Therapy take care of you.
Gondolier Italian Restaurant of London is a proud supporter of North Laurel Athletics. Locally owned and operated, Doyle Jones and his family and staff use only the freshest ingredients with the largest menu selection around. Here are just a few of the things folks are saying about Gondolier. Fast, friendly service. Everything was delicious. While another satisfied customer says great service and staff. The food is amazing and has yet to disappoint. GondelierofLondon.com. North Laurel and Gondolier are a winning team.
At London Power Equipment, power means service. Power means protection. And most of all, power means power. Power. With technicians certified in Briggs, Kawasaki, Kohler, and Honda. And we offer for sale brands like Grasshopper, Simplicity, Echo, Husqvarna, DR, and Generac. We service and repair most outdoor power equipment brands. And if it's work gear, we've got you covered too. With arborist, forestry, and lineman gear. At 1680 Highway 192 East, we're open weekdays 8 to 5. With options for financing, we are locally owned and operated. Find LPE on Facebook or phone 606-389-5535 for London Power Equipment.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran left, the bombs bursting
Good evening and welcome to South Laurel High School. As tonight we have one of the biggest games of the season as crosstown rivals will be going at it here at Gillum Field, North Laurel, South Laurel. Both these programs under new direction. First-year coach Steve Nelson, former North Laurel standout, and John Hines, longtime head coach at Pulaski County. North Laurel entering tonight's game at 2-3, 0-1 in district play. South Laurel 3-2, 0-1 in district play. Tonight, one of these teams will be walking out of here with the first district win. I'm Joel Prichard, my partner, Jared Wilson. Big night.
It's a big night. You can feel it in the air here, just off of Highway 25 at South Laurel. I remember this when I was a student here at South Laurel. This is a big game. They've had pep rallies. They've talked about their things for the student section. We've got both student sections. We've got South Laurel's in front of us, North Laurel Nation across from us. Everybody's pumped up, excited to see what's going to happen tonight, to see which one of these teams is going to be the champion of Laurel County tonight.
North Laurel's season started off in stellar fashion, going 2-0 with wins at Bell County and at home against Whitley County. Both those games we saw both offense and defense have big games. Since North Laurel has been on a 3-game losing skid. They traveled up to Frankfort, taking on Franklin County, up to Eastern Kentucky, taking on Johnson Central, and last week losing at home to district foe Pulaski Southwestern. North Laurel, I tell you, the first 2 games we called, they were on top of it. I tell you, they were a well-oiled machine. But we've gotten the big thing on offense. They've got to get some offense production. They got to get some points on the board.
They do, and they got to protect Hunter Morgan tonight. That's a big failing we've seen the last 3 weeks. They really struggled to protect Hunter Morgan, and they've faced some really tough football teams, some teams that really wanted to run the ball. Franklin Simpson, Johnson Central, 2 of the best programs in the state. Johnson Central, you knew they wanted to run the ball. All those teams in Southwestern last week, they really ran the ball well on South Laurel, on North Laurel. And tonight you want to see them kind of change the tide. This is somebody that's certainly on their level. This is who we're racing in the district, as they say in big-time auto racing. This is who we're after. This is who we're trying to beat in the district to get ourselves moved up in district ranking and try to make the playoffs in the KHSAA District 5A. This is a good start tonight. If they can get a win here tonight at South Laurel, that would be big toward that.
In the last 3 games, North Laurel has been outscored 107-21. North has given up 1,267 yards on the ground through 5 games for an average of 254 yards per game. North has allowed 170 yards for an average of just 34 yards per game. Jared, if we take a little bit closer look, as we was talking about just a second ago, all 5 teams that North has faced this year, we knew they were going to run the football and run it a lot.
And that's something North struggled against. And I think all 5 of those teams identified that early on in the game and said, okay, we can run this team over. We're going to have a lot of success on the ground. We'll see if South Laurel can do that tonight. I'm not sure they'll be able to. This, as we've looked, I'm sure we'll get into it, but South Laurel is a predominant passing team. They've only ran for about, they haven't ran that much. So we'll see what happens tonight. And hopefully North Laurel has a good night against the run tonight.
Looking at North Laurel's offense, they've scored just 61 points through the first 5 games for an average of 12 points a game. Rushing 118 times for 499 yards, just under 100 yards per game, with 4 rushing TDs, all by Jude McCorder. Cooper Robinson, this dude, he's all that in a bag of chips. He is just really, really struggling to get anything going. I don't know what to say.
I don't either. And you would expect the run game to be so good because of the 4 wide receiver sets they come out in, facing light boxes all the time. But we've not seen that so far this year. They've not had a ton of success on the ground. It's really been through the air that they've had their best success. Tonight to win, they're going to need 100, 120 yards on the ground from Cooper Robinson and Bryson Nance. They're going to have a good night tonight to try to control the ball, keep the ball away from South Laurel's offense, and hopefully limit the amount of possessions they have.
Passing, Hunter Morgan, 43 of 94 for 572 yards, averaging 114 yards per game with 4 TDs, 5 interceptions. Those first 2 games just stood out much, much more. Looking at the offense, we saw that big offensive line of North Laurel giving Hunter all the time that he needed. He was able to get back there in the pocket, get his feet set, and really, I mean, he threw some dimes. He threw some strikes. But the last 3 games, here's a kid that's been running for his life. It's just been 3 different games.
Right, and that is the big key to this passing game. It can be when he is protected, when he's not touched in the backfield, this is a lethal passing game. We know that. We've seen it. We saw it against Bell County and Whitley County when there was not a lot of blitzing going on, when he was protected and kept off the ground and could get his feet set and go through all his mechanics and everything that he worked so hard on in the offseason. They're great. They've got good wide receivers everywhere. But if you can't keep Hunter Morgan off the ground and keep him protected, the passing game goes nowhere. And without that passing game, they really can't run the ball. So they need to – that's where it starts tonight, is protecting Hunter Morgan. We'll see what kind of blitzes South Laurel is going to come up with, because we've seen them struggle against that. Johnson Central blitzed them a lot. So did Southwestern. All those things really impacted North Laurel's passing game. Tonight, we'll see how much they've learned through the week about what South Laurel is going to do as they blitz.
Yeah, and you've hit it right on the head. 5 games, we've seen Hunter Morgan feet set, throwing some absolutely beautiful passes. And we've watched him really trying to throw on the run. That is not his game at all. That's where he's really been struggling at in that. We know he can throw the football. There's absolutely no question about that. Got to have the protection. It could be a big night for North Laurel. If they don't give us protection, it could be a long night.
Could be a long night, and they could struggle and really wear that defense out, having multiple 3-and-outs in a row. You don't want to see that tonight.
Talking about Cooper Robinson. Got to find a way to get this kid going. 48 carries for just 231 yards, 0 TDs.
Yeah, they do. They have to find some way to get that running game going. It's they've struggled with it all year, facing especially the last 3 games, facing extremely tough defenses. We'll see what they've got tonight. What schemes Stephen Nelson and this offensive staff have cooked up for Cooper Robinson to run with, and see what all they're going to do. What if they're going to show us a little bit of their heavy package, or if they'll stay in that 4 wide receiver set all night. We'll see what they do to try to get the run game going, because they have to have it.
One thing that we saw last week that was different than we had not seen the previous 4 games, we saw him come out in the wishbone. We saw Jude McCorder starting to carry the football a little bit more. 33 carries, 171 yards, 4 TDs. Bryson Nance getting into the action, 11 carries, for 42 yards.
Right. And that is something we saw last week. Jude McCorder, they ran him probably 9, 8, 10 times, and they had success with that. He looked as good as any running back they've had out there. Looked, as good as Cooper Robinson and Bryson. That showing that with a little explosiveness from Jude McCorder, this running game can be good. And he impressively took a lot of hits up the middle. He's a smaller guy, but he really took a lot of hits and could push people off. Yeah.
South Laurel 3-2, 0-1 in district play. South is averaging 22 points a game, giving up 24. Rushed for 1,125 yards. They have allowed 1,125 rushing yards and rushed for 411 yards. Through the air, they've only allowed 454 yards, passed for 1,108 yards.
Right. And we'll see what happens tonight with that. We're about to kick off here. Hopefully they can limit any passing running games that South Laurel's got going on tonight. They really want to throw the ball, this team does, and they're trying to stop that.
North Laurel will be receiving to the opening kick. Big night, big crowd.
Big crowd.
Here at Gillum Field, South Laurel High School. Jude McCorder back deep, along with Cam Anderson, Carter Kelly. Line drive. It's going to be fielded at the 20. Across the 25, out to the 30. Breaks a tackle. 35, he's pushed out of bounds about the 37-yard line. Carter Kelly. Nice return right there.
Sets up North Laurel with a really good field position for this first possession of the game. We'll see what Stephen Nelson, usually they have a plan for this first drive. They're going to have 9 to 8 to 10 play, 8 to 9 to 10 plays that they're going to run. We'll see how his script looks tonight on this opening drive. Hopefully they can drive down and get him a touchdown, get off to a good start tonight.
I know one thing, last week we saw Hunter Morgan go down with a sprained ankle. He did come back there in the second half, but he wasn't full steam.
No, he wasn't. He was not.
And he is in at quarterback tonight. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Robinson to the right. Morgan's going to keep it running right. Across the 35, out to the 40, flags down. Out of bounds. That's enough for a first down, but that's going to be a personal foul. That'll be a late hit probably right there on South Laurel.
And the emotions are running high
Oh,
already.
yeah, and they always do early.
Absolutely.
This is to be expected. So we got two different penalties, probably one holding and one probably personal foul, but we'll let the officials make the call on that one.
Right, yeah, you got to get those emotions in control here.
It'll take them a quarter and a half.
Absolutely, yeah. Which you like to see South Laurel be a little bit emotional. That's good for the Jaguars.
Both these teams are fired up. This is a big game. This is one they circle on their schedule early in the season. Big game.
And the coaches have been talking it up all week in the locker room every day after practice. We talked to them on Wednesday, both coaches.
So it's going to be offsetting penalties.
I guess so. Correct? Yeah, I believe that is what that's going to be. So we'll retry first down.
So it's first down.
It's like nothing even happened. It's like Serta Pro. Yeah, but the coaches have been talking this up all week. They're in the locker room reminding these, if they had forgotten, I'm sure the kids haven't. If they've forgotten what this game means, the coaches have reminded them.
Robinson to the left of Morgan, 3 right, 1 left. Robinson's going to get it, running right across the 40, cuts up the middle, gets across the 45 to the 46. It's going to bring up 2nd and 3.
And you saw right there, Braden Fultz, the right guard, made a great seal block there on the edge. A great seal block on the edge to allow Cooper Robinson to run for a good amount of yards there, up to the 40, 46.
North Laurel sending 3 receivers left, 1 right. Morgan back in the gun. Snap. He's going to run to the left. Across the 45, cuts upfield, across the 50, 40, and knocked out of bounds about the 39-yard line. That'll be enough for a first down, North Laurel.
And you like to see that early out of the Wildcat. That's something that they usually have reserved for short yardage situations when they really need it, not here early in the game. That's a good thing to use that this early. That can get this offense kickstarted.
One thing for certain, Coach Nelson and staff has seen something on this South Laurel defense. They're running the ball to the outside.
They are not going up the middle. They believe they've got a weakness on the outside. That's a great observation.
1st and 10 for the South Laurel 38-yard line. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Morgan in the shotgun, takes it, that's Jude McCorder that eased in there for the Wildcats. They slid him in there really quick.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, we really weren't expecting that at all. They tried to go back to the Wildcat again. That time, South Laurel kind of had it snuffed out a little bit. And South Laurel comes out in the 3-4 front. This is, I think this is the third 3-4 that North Laurel has seen this year. And you have to think that experience is going to help him tonight. Seeing all those 3-4 defenses should help.
2nd 8 for the Jaguars. Saying 2 left, 2 right. Robinson to the left of Hunter Morgan. Takes the snap, dropping back, look at the pass, quick pass, and it's incomplete. And the 10 receiver number 16, Colton Gilbert, can't pull it in.
I don't know if that ball was intended for him.
I think it's actually intended for Carter Kelly on the sideline because he was wide open right there.
He was.
Because after it went through his hands, he turned around and looked at Carter Kelly.
Carter Kelly looked back at him and was like, huh?
Right.
Which impressive that he got his hands up, but you would like to see Carter Kelly get that one.
3rd and 8. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Morgan staying back in the gun. Robinson to the right. Dropping back, looking past a little screen pass. It's complete to McCorder. 35, 30, down to the 28-yard line. That's going to depend on the spots.
Pass is complete to McCorder, brought down by the Cardinals, number 17, Waylon Hensley.
I think they got him.
And that is going to be enough for a North Laurel first down.
There we go. All right.
Well done.
Well done. Absolutely. That it kind of started out bad because he threw the ball behind Jude McCorder. Jude kind of caught it, had to spiral around and contort his body to catch it. But the speed of Jude McCorder and the blocking out front by the other wide receivers allowed that to work and get a big first down for North Laurel when they really needed it in a 3rd and 8.
North Laurel is going to have to get some urgency here, or they're going to get delay a game. It's only 4 ticks.
I believe they want to
and we're going to have a timeout, North Laurel. What happened there?
Timeout.
Hunter Morgan did not go to the sideline. For some reason, Jude McCorder took off very late over there to get the play, and they really didn't get the play into them. And listen, McCorder comes sprinting to the huddle, and they had no opportunity to get that play off.
No, they didn't, and you wonder what's going on there. Why didn't you would assume all the play calls would go through Hunter Morgan, but I guess when they go to the Wildcat, maybe they call the play into Jude McCorder. I really don't know how to explain that because they were both over there. I really don't know. And you hate to, I mean, that's a bad mistake that costs you a timeout that you wish you didn't have. You know, you want to keep all those timeouts, especially if you need to score at the end of the half. But, you know, you don't want to take the 5-yard penalty at all, especially, you know, this is such a critical drive. I know it's early, but to get up this early on South Laurel would be a good thing for North Laurel. So you didn't want to see them, you know, kind of break their momentum.
After the game, head down to the Palace and check out My Finest Hour, performing live till about 11 or a little later.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
First and 10, North Laurel from South Laurel's 27-yard line. Wishbone formation. McCorder gets it, trying to kick it to the outside, back inside, and he's going to be taken down at the 25-yard line. Pickup of 3 on the play, 2nd and 7 for North Laurel.
This was extremely creative by Stephen Nelson. He ran a defensive end, Kingston Reams, at the one left side wishbone spot, then brought the right guard, Braden Fultz, and put him at the other wishbone spot and brought Reese Sutton in to play right guard. It was really a creative design. You wish it would have went for more yards. You really like to see that creativity.
Well, they gave him one more yard than thought they would at 2nd and 6. Wishbone formation. Morgan under center. Back to McCorder. Trying to kick it outside and gets upended. Ball's going to be spotted on the 22-yard line. 3rd and 4 for the Jaguars.
Okay, so we're seeing a lot of Jude McCorder tonight running the ball. That's an interesting. We kind of talked about that at the outset, that Jude had been running the ball a lot, and he's going to. I guess he's going to probably might be the feature back here.
And that'll bring up 3rd down.
We got Jude McCorder back in the Wildcat. Robinson to his right. 3 receivers right, 1 left. McCorder looking to pass, drops it back, going right up the gut, and he's going to be about 2 yards shy of the 1st down. I think, okay, here's a good point. We got a great field goal kicker, Cam Anderson. Got a tremendous leg on him. Got about 43 and 45-yard field goals this year. At this point, this stage of the game, you go for this.
Yep, you do. That's right. You don't have to have the field goal right now. It's so early. Just go for it. And this is a good spot to go for it. It's just 4th and 2. And they're not going to have great field position if you turn it over. So it's worth the shot. 7's worth more than 3.
Morgan back to the gun. And he's going to run left. That's McCorder. And he is going nowhere. He's going to be thrown for about a 2-yard loss. And we got flags flying.
Uh-oh.
Wait and see what that is.
It's going to be a big call here, Joe. Surely. I don't know what they called. Okay.
Personal foul, South Laurel. 1st down.
So they do get possession, but that puts them back at about the 10-yard line.
Correct.
Puts them back a lot. Pushes them back.
After the play, personal foul assessed to the Cardinals. Result, set up 1st down.
One thing about this South Laurel offense, looking over kind of the stats, 9 different running backs have touched the ball in 5 games, 9 different receivers in 5 football games.
They are trying to find their way on offense. They're trying everybody.
Griffin, back at the gun. Look like we have movement, no flags. Dropping back, looking pass, and it's complete. Out to 11. Pickup of about a yard on the play.
Number 7, Mason Griffin's pass is complete to the Cardinals. Number 16, Zach Thomas.
Zach Thomas on the reception. One thing about it, those red numbers are really, really hard to see.
I was going to say, I really couldn't tell who got that.
That's
They should have thought about that. They should have thought about us radio people up here. It's fans, too.
Griffin staying back to the gun, looking to pass. And the pass is overthrown. And I tell you what, Griffin absolutely got leveled by number 8, John Miner.
Would you say that was a slobber knocker?
That was
maybe a half slobber knocker.
Yeah, that was a nose drip.
A nose drip. I met John Miner at the first Priority Bowl, and he told me that his dad loved slobber knocker. He thought that was awesome. He loved it. Thought it was hilarious.
I see the one that we got in Bell County. Was that the first time we got to use it?
Yeah,
got to use it. Okay,
yep, absolutely. I believe it may have been John on the hit.
I believe it was.
Yeah. He's a big hitter.
They never told what the penalty was, but nonetheless.
I think they picked it up.
3rd and 9.
Yeah.
Okay. Griffin staying back and again, 3 receivers right, 1 left, looking across the middle and nearly intercepted. Falls incomplete, brings up 4th and 8.
It felt like South Laurel was a little confused there. That they moved like they really didn't know what the play was going to be when they got out there. They were in what you would an inbound play basically in basketball, where they bunch everybody together on that one side, not even like a traditional bunch, more like some kind of stack formation. And they just none of the routes really came open. Cam Collier read it the whole way there at playing that outside corner spot for North Laurel.
Liam Newton back to kick it away for South Laurel. Jude McQuarter standing back on the South Laurel 45-yard line. Good snap. Nice kick. It's going to be fielded at the 45. 40.
Uh-oh, baby.
35.
Uh-oh.
Reverses back to his right. 30.
Oh.
And we're going to have flags right there blocking the back on North Laurel's number 16, Colton Gilbert. You know, that's one of those you got to let it go.
Yep.
South turned on him right at the last second, and he just leveled him.
Yep.
So
that's the return was almost over too.
Blocking the back as the penalty assessed to the Jaguar.
That's going to back him up.
It takes away that good return that Jude McQuarter gave him. You need every inch of field position in this game. You cannot afford to have mistakes like that and give yards away.
So that's going to put it back on the 42-yard line.
And that especially hurts because he was going to be at the 30. It's almost a guaranteed field goal.
1st and 10, North Laurel. South Laurel 42-yard line. 7:14 to go here in the first quarter, 0-0. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Robinson gets it straight up the gut, across the 40. Cuts the outside, 35, 30, 25. And he's finally taken down inside the 20-yard line. Big pickup right there for Connor Robinson. That's what we got to see. We got to see that young man get going.
And this is where those light boxes came into play because North Laurel has 4 wide receivers on the field. South Laurel is sitting in this base kind of cover 4 package with these giant quarter zones, and they don't have enough people up front to really guard against the run.
Same formation, 2 receivers left, 2 right. Morgan stand back in the gun. Robinson to the right. Want to get it right back up the middle. Not much there. Gets 1 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 9. All spotted on the 19-yard line.
Really an impressive job there by the South Laurel front. They're a little bit undersized, I would say, in this 3-4. But there they got really good penetration, good block shed up front, and kept that Cooper Robinson run from going any farther than it did.
And that'll bring up 2nd and 9 from the 19.
6:30 and counting here in the first quarter at Gillum Field. North Laurel, South Laurel. One of them looking to get their first district win tonight. Got official timeouts. Jude McQuarter back in the Wildcat. Robinson to his right. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Quarter with it, running right, looking to throw. And it's complete down to the 15. Staying on his feet. Was that number
8?
8?
John Miner.
Yep.
We've seen him catch a few passes this year. He caught one at the end of the Johnson Central game and fumbled it. But we've seen him a lot more in the passing game, and that's a good thing. He's really an explosive linebacker. That does translate to playing wide receiver because he's so fast. So that's a great call by Stephen Nelson to start running John Miner some, catching the ball and using his speed out of space.
3rd and 3 for North Laurel. Ball spotted on the 13-yard line. Have to get across the 10 for the first down. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Quarter gets it right up the middle. And that's going to be enough for a North Laurel first down.
The Wildcat worked in short yardage situations. That is what North Laurel is going to go to. That's what they feel the most confident in, is bringing out that Wildcat and letting Jude McCord speed
and also
make something happen. Yep.
McCorder following big number 66, Braden Forbes.
Absolutely, yeah.
He's going to clear a lot of weight.
He is, and he's done a great job blocking tonight. He's looked like one of their best offensive linemen thus far tonight. Done a great job.
First and go for the Jaguars. Looking to put up 6. McCorder keeps it going right up the gut. Dives, and they're going to give him the 5-yard line. Pick up at 5 on the play.
They ran quite possibly the tightest formation you can run. It looked like a field goal set out there.
Really, it did. You hit
Yeah.
it right on the head. You talk about packing it tight. They really packed it in.
There was a chance they could run the ball, but it was obvious that they were going to run it there. And they brought it. They've got to put a couple of extra offensive linemen in. They love to see it. They're just going to plow them. Just run them over. They're daring South Laurel to stop them against the run.
Same look. They're really packing
Yeah,
that
they
line in. The quarter stand back in the Wildcat. He's going to keep it. He's going to go right. Cuts back up the middle. Runs into the back of his own player. And touchdown, Jude McCorder.
How about that?
He did a great job. He ran smack into the back of one of his big old linemen, number 77, Skylar Troutman, and rolled off, peeled off to the left, did a 360 and dove across to the line.
Yep, he was like a little pinball in there, just bouncing off people left and right. Wouldn't give up until he crossed that end zone line.
Cam Anderson in for the extra point. Perfect on the season. Good snap. It's down. And it is up and good. 7-0 North Laurel on top of South Laurel. You're listening to the North Laurel Nation on WJTE 98.5, the Line of Leather.
Your Laurel County PVA, Don McFadden, would like you to be aware of the homestead exemption available to homeowners age 65 and older. Applicants must own and maintain the home as his or her primary residence as of January 1st of each year to qualify for an exemption. If granted, the exemption will lower the taxable value of your home by a designated dollar amount set by the Kentucky State Legislature. Don't wait. Apply at any time during the year you turn 65. The earlier the better. You can sign up online or visit the office. Don McFadden, Laurel County PVA. That's laurelpva.com or phone 606-864-2889.
North Laurel strikes first here late in the first quarter. 7-0, 4:10 left on the clock.
That's a great start for the Jaguars.
They put 2 really good drives together. That first one did stall out, but still, it was a good drive.
Yep, they didn't have a lot of things go wrong. They really didn't shoot themselves in the foot like we saw last week at Southwestern. It was a well-executed drive. Nothing really went wrong for the Jaguars. You just love to see it. Love to see them executing so well on a night that meant so much to them.
Back deep for South Laurel will be number 16, Zach Thomas. Number 17, Waylon Hensley.
That's a good name.
Cam Anderson on to kick it away for North Laurel. Make sure you stay tuned. At the half, we'll be recapping what's happened in North Laurel sports this past week. A lot of good things happening over on the North Laurel campus.
Mm-hmm. It's a beautiful night out here, Joe.
Oh, it's a great night for high school football. Can't ask for a better night.
So comfortable. We're outside tonight. We're outside the booth.
It was
nice.
really hot in that booth, so it really don't hurt my feelings any that we had to come outside.
Yeah.
Cam Anderson moving on the ball. Deep kick going back is Waylon Hensley at the 5. Looking to cut up the middle, across the 15, 20. Ball's loose, and North Laurel's on top of it. North Laurel football.
Man, I want to get excited, but I'm afraid I'm going to kick our table over. That's great. I mean, you cannot ask for anything better. It was already shaping up to be great. I mean, Carter or Cam Anderson just drilled that kick. Was already going to pin them back. And then on top of that, they fumbled. They give you the ball for 20, a gift.
I didn't get to see who put the hit
either
on Hensley, but he got leveled.
He got leveled, yeah. He got his socks rocked.
First and 10, North Laurel from the South Laurel 22-yard line.
He sang a little bit of them Way Moore's blues. He walks over the sideline.
Morgan back in the gun. Robinson to the right. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Takes a snap. Looking to pass. Looking deep in the end zone. Got Kelly and can't pull it in. Even if he pulled that one in, that one floated out of bounds. That it was not one of the better passes by Morgan.
No, it wasn't. But I do like taking the shot here. It's just first and 10. You're at the 20. It gets harder as you get closer in the red zone. And just use Carter Kelly's speed to your advantage. We've seen him catch those fades like that, like at Bell County and a couple other places. He can do that. So it's worth
the defensive back had no idea the ball was coming. Had his back turned the entire time. Jude McCorder back in. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Morgan in motion to the right, looking to run, and he's going to be thrown down. And we got flags coming out of the backfield judge. And holding North Laurel.
Man.
and that, it's mistakes like that.
Yeah,
you got to clean up.
You got to clean up. You cannot have those. I mean, hold didn't even work.
Well, last week we saw a whole lot of penalties that just really no discipline. It was just it was not a well played game by North Laurel last week.
It wasn't. And those kind of penalties, they're hard to recover from. Those 10-yard holding penalties, I mean, just nearly impossible to come back from.
Third and 17 for the Jaguars. Got to get across the 12-yard line.
You just want to pick up a couple yards here and try to get Cam Anderson a little bit easier field goal, hopefully.
Morgan back in the gun. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Dropping back, looking at the pass. Rolling out to the left. Got a little running route. Throws deep across the middle. And it's caught, but he was out of bounds. It was a great effort right there by number 11, Noah Smith. But his momentum just carried him out of the bounds.
Burns, he did a great job there. It was impressive, extremely impressive. And you could see him waiting on it, trying to stay in bounds, but they pushed him out of the back of the end zone. Man, but you love the aggressiveness there. You're in 3rd and 17. Really what South Laurel's thinking is, hey, they're going to try to, just check up here, kind of do a little punt before the field goal. But no, North took a shot at the end zone. South really wasn't ready for it.
We're going to go field goal.
That's a good decision. I think they can make it.
46.
Right.
What is it? It's 46.
Yeah, you caught that.
10 seconds on the play clock. Down to 5. Good snap. Kick is up. And it's got to fly. Just shy. It was dead on. Come up about 2 yards shy.
I think that was about a 49-yard field goal because you had 10 for the end zone. So it was around 48, 49. If it had been from 46, he'd have drilled it. I mean, it was really close. And it's worth the shot because Cam Anderson's range is that far. I mean, I don't know where he was hitting them in warm-ups, but I'm sure it was close to that. So you like taking the chance there, trying to take a cheap free from them. So no big deal. You put South in a bad spot anyway here. They get the ball to 20, so great decision there by Steven Nelson, even though it didn't work out.
1st and 10, South Laurel. Mason Griffin back in the gun. 2 receivers to the left, 3 right. Man in motion to the right. Griffin takes a snap, looking to pass. It's complete. And I'll tell you, number 16, Thomas, makes something out of nothing right there.
I mean, he was dead to rights in the backfield.
That should have been a 5-yard loss right there.
Yep.
Instead, it ends up being a 5-yard gain.
Oh, gosh. I mean, he had him drugged down in the backfield. Jude read it perfect. Well, no, I think that might have been Cam Collier, actually. I'm sorry. I think he had it read perfect. Reese Sutton was over there, too. Yeah, he just want to finish some tackles off.
2 receivers left, 1 right. Griffin back in the gun. Thomas to his left. Takes a snap, looking to pass. Feet set. Receiver's wide open. It's caught down at the 34. And that is going to be enough for a South Laurel first down. As you said early in the game, or in pre-game, we knew they were going to throw it a lot.
They're going to toss the rock around. That's John Hines' MO with this team. That's what they do more than anything. They will toss the rock around. And this matches up great with North Laurel. This is exactly the kind of game they want to play. They want to put the speed to test. See what you got. North has a lot of speed, so.
Newton in the backfield. Griffin with the snap, looking to throw out here to the right, and it's complete to Newton. Out across the 40, down to the 41-yard line. Pickup of 6 on the play.
Griffin's pass is complete.
And they run a lot of screens. We've seen that so far. They're challenging North Laurel, saying, this is the base of our offense. This is the very minimum. This is the easiest stuff we're going to run. You need to come up here and stop this. And so North Laurel's going to have to shut these where they can start seeing their other passing packages.
One receiver left, one right. Hands it off to Newton, one right up the middle. And not much there. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage.
Number 19.
And Reese Sutton did a great job there. I was talking to John Miner and Hunter Morgan at the press conference for the Priority Bowl, and they talked about how great Reese Sutton has done this offseason. Joe, he does CrossFit. That's what he does to train. And you can see it here on display. We've seen display all season how great he is improved.
Griffin with it, dropping back, look to the pass. It's complete at the 39. Out across the 40 to the 44-yard line. Number 10, Garrison Brown on the reception.
Number 10, Garrison Brown.
That's going to be about a yard shy of the first down, and it's going to be 4th and 1 for the Cardinals.
Yep.
Right here. Got to have discipline.
Absolutely. No jumping, nothing
on
like
those
that.
hard counts.
Mm-hmm.
One receiver right, one left. And right there it is. Right there. I just said it. Number 45, Will Walton jumps across.
You just cannot have that. You give them. I mean, they don't even have to earn the first down. You just gave it to them. It's just a tough. That's a tough.
You got to watch. You got to watch the ball. Don't listen.
The ball. Yeah, you can't listen. No.
They'll continue that drive. 1st and 10 from the 48.
And he feels horrible over there, and you just hate that so bad. You really do.
And a motion left. Griffin takes a snap, looking downfield. Got a receiver wide open out here at the 45. Makes one man miss. Ball's loose. North Laurel football. Another turnover, another fumble by South Laurel.
I know. Well, the defensive end, Nathan Jackson, came behind the play. It was almost, he was the runner was struggling to almost fell down. And Nathan Jackson drilled him in the side, and he wasn't protecting the football. He didn't expect to get hit like that. Dropped the ball on the ground, gives North Laurel another great opportunity and great field position to go put some points on the board here. They need to capitalize on this turnover. They don't need to take it like it was the last one and not get the points like they didn't do. So they need to get points.
7-0, 150 left here in the first quarter at South Laurel High School. Jude McWhorter in at the Wildcat. Robinson his right. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Takes a snap, keeps it right up the gut. Across the 45, down the 40, down to the 39-yard line. First down, North Laurel.
Man, Jude McWhorter, he runs like Sonic the Hedgehog, man. He's like at a 90-degree angle when he gets toward the end of those runs. He gets so low. His center of gravity is so low. He is down, digging in the ground, trying to, just knock everybody off of it. It's impressive. You just love to see it. He's a gritty runner to be as small as he is.
1st and 10 from the South Laurel 39-yard line. McWhorter staying back in as the Wildcat. Want to keep it right back up the middle again, down to the 35-yard line. Pick up a 4, brings up 2nd and 6 for North Laurel. 1:10 left here in the first quarter.
This is really the most we've seen them run the Wildcat all year. Really, it's kind of the primary offense almost. They run it about half the time.
Well, we didn't see it a whole lot in the first couple of games. We saw it when they got 1st and goal from the 2-3-yard line. We saw it, but really, that's the only time we did see it.
Yep. And hey, it works. They should use it. Absolutely. That's something they should do.
Quarter staying back there. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Pass out here to Morgan is complete. Across the 40, 35, 30, 25 as he steps out of bounds right at the 25-yard line. Another first down, North Laurel.
This is instead of we usually see Morgan to McWhorter. Here we saw McWhorter to Morgan. And Hunter Morgan, the ankle's not hurting him too bad. They must have worked on it this week, and he must be feeling fine. The ankle looks great. He had a lot of speed there at the end of that run.
He just outran the South Laurel defender.
Yeah.
First and 10, North Laurel. McCorder and Robinson in the backfield. And we've got flags flying. And this is over here on the South Laurel sideline.
Penalty marker now.
Sideline warning
Sideline warning.
against South Laurel.
Recess to the Cardinals.
Coach Hines is pleading his case, asking him, official, what happened? And he's not getting anywhere with this official.
No, he didn't even acknowledge him. Saying, go back over there. Don't talk to me. Don't bother me.
Jude McCorder, Robinson in the backfield, 3 receivers right, 1 left. McCorder dropping back, looking to pass. He's going to keep it and tuck it and run. He's across the 20, 15, jumps, hurdles, and down to the 11-yard line.
McCorder on the carry, brought down by the Cardinals, number 17, Waylon Hensley. Here's penalty marker down.
And that's going to probably go against North Laurel.
Oh.
Personal foul. Is the penalty assessed to the Jaguars?
Well, notwithstanding the foul, that was a great run by Jude McCorder. Finished off a little hurdle at the end of it. I showed off his athleticism, and it was a great decision by him. You just wish the penalty didn't happen. He really didn't have anything open and just pulled it down to run. It was a great call by Jude.
Officials are trying to find the football. We're looking over here at South Laurel.
I think one of the ball boys may have took the ball. Because Duke did fumble out of bounds there at the end of the play.
So the football is MIA over here on South Laurel sideline somewhere.
We got a new one.
So instead of first down and goal, it is 1st and 12. Morgan pass complete to Kelly. Makes a man miss, and he gets inside the 25 down to the 24. Pickup of about 3-4 on the play.
You would like to see that throw just a little bit more on target. Carter Kelly did have to jump up to get that, but, I mean, he really didn't have a lot of running room anyway. They kind of read that screen pretty good on the outside South Laurel had.
That's going to do it for the first quarter play here at Gillum Field. North Laurel on top of South Laurel, 7-0. You're listening to North Laurel Nation on WJTE 98.5, a lot of London.
Animal House Veterinary Clinic at 123 Robinson Road in London, just north of the State Police Post. Let Doug House and his caring staff handle any and all veterinary needs that you may have for your pet or livestock. Ask us about pet boarding too. 606-878-5941. Open 8:30 to noon Saturday and Wednesday until 5:30 Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. At Animal House, we love our patients.
Welcome back in South Laurel High School as we get set for the second quarter of play. Really like the aggressiveness of Norris offense tonight. Doing a really good job mixing it up, and they're having a lot of early success running the football.
They are. We've seen it work tonight. The Wildcats working. Their little inside zones are working with Cooper Robinson. They're doing a great job, and what that starts with is their passing game can work tonight if it needs to. You know, they're protecting Hunter Morgan tonight. And that allows them to do everything else they want to do in their offense. They can do the Wildcat. They can run those inside zones because they know they have that. The defense has to play against that pass because it's so lethal.
Ball spotted on the 24-yard line of South Laurel. 2nd and 9 for North Laurel. Morgan back in the gun. McCorder, Robinson in the backfield. 2 receivers right, 1 left. McCorder gets it straight up the middle. Running room. Across the 20, 15. Down to the 10, down to 9, and another penalty. That's going to go on North Laurel.
Yep, it's another hold.
Here again, that negates another first down. Holding North Laurel. So that's 10 from the spot.
Yep, I think the spot, thankfully, I think.
Looks like it's right at the 12 or 13.
Yeah, so it'll back them up about to where they were at. They have to try it again. You just, I mean,
penalties.
Penalties.
They got to clean this up.
They got to clean them up. Yep, they do.
2nd and 9. North Laurel. Morgan in the gun. Robinson is right. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Takes the snap, dropping back, looking at the pass. It's complete across the middle. Down to the 10, down to the 6. Carter Kelly on the catch, and that's enough for a North Laurel first down.
A nice little concept there on the right side. You had the slot wide receiver, John Miner, kind of run a little flat route. They run the slant in behind it where the flat zone has to bite on the route that John Miner run. You've got all that space in the middle where they're running this cover 4 because those linebackers are bunched in the middle. That's a great call by Stephen Nelson. That's the part of the field you want to attack on cover 4. It's meant to protect the sidelines. You've got all that space in the middle that they need to go to, and it's a perfect pitch and catch by Carter Kelly and Hunter Morgan.
Ball on the 7-yard line. First and goal, North Laurel. Carter Kelly splitting out wide left. Wishbone formation. Porter gets it, going straight up the middle and dives, and he's going to get to the 5-yard line.
On the carry, brought down by the Cardinals, number 11, Noah Smith.
Tackle by South Laurel's number 11, Noah Smith.
Hey, yeah, Noah Smith, we saw him at the Priority Bowl press conference, and he's a big linebacker for this defense. Really, they're leader in all statistics on defense, whether it's tackles for loss, tackles, sacks. He is the man on defense, and there you saw a big play by him, kind of flipping, shooting McCorder over.
Wishbone formation. Robinson back there and replacing McCorder. 1 receiver right, Morgan under center. Robinson gets it, goes up the middle, cuts to the outside, staying on his feet, and basically he's going to get they're going to give him about a yard, half a yard, be close to the 4-yard line. So 3rd and goal for the Jaguars.
I know he didn't get far, but gosh, what a strong runner Cooper Robinson is. He had 3 Cardinals on top of him.
3 South Laurel defenders on top of him.
Oh, yeah, just laying, trying to pull him down, and he was still up. I want to say, they have played Kickstart My Heart like 17 times, I feel like. They just keep playing it. That must be the only song they have.
3rd and goal.
I'm going to be hearing that in my dreams tonight.
McCorder back in. They're loading up that right side again like we saw early in that first quarter. McCorder gets it, going to run right. Cuts back up the middle. Staying on his feet, spins, and he is going to be knocked down just shy of the goal line. Run it again.
Got to go.
Got to go for it.
Yep, it worked. It's so good. I don't even really know what to call this formation that they're running. It's the most jumbo that you could ever possibly have. Not a wide receiver on the field, not a wide receiver inside. The only wide receiver is getting the ball snapped to him. It's basically 10 offensive line. It's pretty cool. It's very creative. I like it.
Wishbone formation.
Nobody's got Carter Kelly over there.
Carter Kelly's put out wide left. They see him in.
They saw it.
Yep. Quarterback sneak. And I don't know.
He got it. I don't think he got it.
I don't think he did. He's short.
Yep.
He got his feet knocked out from under him and caused him kind of spin around.
Yeah. And I don't know if that was where the sneak was supposed to go. Usually those sneaks go over center and either one of the guards, but that was between the guard and the tackle. I don't know if that's what they really wanted to do. Another impressive job by South Laurel's defensive front there. We've seen them make a couple pretty big stops, but again, North Laurel's turned away in one of these kind of 50-50 calls where you could either go for the field goal or go for it. And, I mean, you don't want to say they've been burnt by it, but, you know, the facts are they haven't put points on the board, but you still like the aggressiveness because there's the chance that you do.
1st and 10, South Laurel. Griffin back in the gun. 1 receiver left and right. Got movement right there. Griffin looking pass, looking to throw it deep. And it's caught all the way down at the 37-yard line. What a throw and what a catch.
Gosh.
Number 16, Zach Thomas on the reception. Well done right there.
Extremely well. I mean, yeah, just a great pass. And it looked like it was just going to – it looked like he was covered. And he just had right at the end just a little sprint. And they're hurrying up here. This is a great call by South Laurel to do this, catching them by surprise.
1st and 10, South Laurel. Griffin taking the snap, hands it off right up the middle. Nice pickup right there by South Laurel's number 19, Lyman Newton. Pruitt on the tackle for North Laurel. 2nd and 3 for the Cardinals.
Keeping the tempo up here, continuing to go no huddle.
North Laurel about jumped off sides again. They're listening to that hard count. They got to watch the football.
Yeah, they do. Yep. Cannot listen to the count.
Giving it right back to Newton, right up the mouth. First down across the 50. 45. Ball's loose. North Laurel recovers the third fumble of the football game. Wow.
How about that hit by Colton Gilbert right there? One of the defensive backs just knocked the heck out of number 10 there for South Laurel, Garrison Brown. Just knocked him out, knocked the ball right out. The third fumble, the ball security here is just shocking. The lack of it is just shocking.
I'll tell you, Newton had a big series. A couple of big plays in that, but coughs it up. Third fumble in the first half.
And it felt, this is such a momentum changer because South was just running them over. They caught North by surprise. No huddle, and then they fumble and ruin it for themselves. You hate that. You hate that for South.
First and 10. McQuarter. Robinson in the backfield. He's going to keep it and going right up the middle. And he gets out to the 44-yard line, picked up a 4 on the play.
Just keep picking these little games up. 3-4 yards at a time, 5 yards, we'll take it. Whatever. That just keeps you getting you closer to moving those chains like they need to and having a nice long drive here and give that defense a little rest, even though they haven't been out there that long. We'll keep them fresh if we can.
2nd and 6 for the Jaguars. Morgan and Robinson in the backfield. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Morgan takes a snap, quick pass, and it's intercepted at the 50, not the 40, 30, 20, down to the 15. Number 17 for South Laurel, Waylon Hensley. Big pick right there.
A huge interception. And this has been the story of the game so far. Turnovers. Apple, Cherry, they're all over the place. You know what? South Laurel, they've been watching film. And they've seen North Laurel run these little bitty curl routes on the outside to Carter Kelly. They've seen that as a lot of their offense. That's a lot of the throws they throw. It's letting Carter Kelly do a little curl. And that time, Waylon Hensley read it.
South Laurel sending 1 right, 1 to the left. Griffin staying back in the gun. Snap. Hands it off right up the middle to number 6, Leach. Gets about 4 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 6.
There's been resetting on the stop. We talked about him earlier. His training is CrossFit. He's done a great job. I've been impressed with him all year thus far. And so are his teammates. He's the best defensive lineman that North Laurel has right now.
Same look. 1 right, 1 left. Look and throw. It's complete. 15. And I tell you, it's complete to number 16, Thomas. He is a crafty little runner. He made 2 North Laurel defenders miss right there.
And I hate to keep talking about Reese Sutton, but he had him tracked. I mean, he was about to level him. He makes a little move out of the tackle that he was in and gains a couple more yards. Takes chicken crap, turns into chicken salad.
3rd and 7 for South Laurel. Ball on the 14-yard line, North Laurel. Griffin calls for the ball, dropping back, looking to pass, and nearly picked off in the backfield by number 28, Connor Robinson.
And that time, Griffin was hearing the footsteps of John Miner. They brought John Miner off the edge with a blitz, and South Laurel, they never even knew he did it, and it caused that throw to be errant because Griffin thought he was about to get the snot knocked out of it.
4th and 7 for the Cardinals. North Laurel's got to be, they got to watch the football here. Cannot follow any hard counts. Griffin staying back in the gun. Takes the snap and looking to pass. Got a man open across the middle. He's running for his life. Lets it loose, and it's out of bounds. And we're going to have right there. I really believe that's going to go on North Laurel.
I think it is too.
Yeah, personal foul on number 57, Nathan Jackson.
Oh, my goodness. Behind the play.
It plays over.
The
play's dead, and do that. Discipline.
Discipline.
Guys,
They got to be disciplined. You can't. I mean, you're letting the other 10 guys down. You just can't do that. You cannot be doing those kind of things. And especially as close as they are to the goal line. You just cannot do that.
That one hurts.
That hurts. Is it still 4th down?
No, it's first.
Okay. They have
first to go.
They switched the sticks.
Yeah, first and go.
Yeah.
excuse me, no, it comes up just shy. So it's fourth and about 1.
Uh-oh. Okay, it's a huge spot here. You got to stop them. Bunch that line
No
up.
hard counts. About got them again.
Yep.
I mean, they came within an ace of jumping again.
Changing the play.
Takes the snap, hands it off right up the middle.
I think he got it.
I tell you, I believe it really is. It's going to be really, really close. I don't know.
6, Ethan Leach on the carry for the
North Laurel says it's short.
Referee's lined up like it might be short.
Yep, short.
Oh, how
Turnover
about
downs
that?
for North Laurel football. I tell you, the
go ahead.
ball, is handed off to number 6, Ethan Leach.
official
And
timeout.
everyone looks like they may measure it just to make sure, but North's defensive line got a tremendous push right there.
And John Hines actually called in an audible there. He flipped the run. They were going to run it left, and he saw they had overloaded that left side of the defensive line. So John Hines looks over at the quarterback, tells him, you need to switch it. They switched it the other way. North still stopped them. A great job, like you said, by their defensive line. Reese Sutton, the big D tackle in the middle, along with Kingston Reams and a bunch of those guys up front. They were doing a great job tonight. Yep.
That's short by inches.
By inches. You could put maybe 2 to 3 index cards between that and the marker.
And will result in a turnover on down.
Turnover on downs. North Laurel football, 6:05.
As the old cliche goes, Joe, this is a game of inches.
Here again, North Laurel's got to clean up their act.
They do. Yep. No more penalties. We just need. And it's not like these are all these unforced errors. It's not like they're in the middle. A lot of those are not. It's like they're in the middle of a play. They're just making a mistake mentally, not paying attention, letting emotions get the best of them.
Look, going back, we've got time out on the field, but going back looking at last week, Southwestern just had their way with North Laurel. North Laurel just really struggled the entire night.
They did, really. And, you saw Hunter Morgan. He was off balance all night. It really was never extremely comfortable, made mistakes toward the end. And we kind of seen a little bit of that this last drive. We need to see Hunter Morgan take a deep breath. Relax. Everything's fine. Your defense has got you back in it. They got you the ball back. They didn't give up any points for you. You're in the same spot you were in when you threw the pick. So everything's good. It's time to go out there and make some good reads and trust your playmakers. And I know they just threw the pick, but you want to see North Laurel start trying to lean on this pass game a little bit more as the game goes on, because I think they can have a lot of success against it. This cover 4, if they really pay attention to where those zones are going to drop out at, I think Hunter Morgan can sit there and pick them apart, because the South Laurel pass rush doesn't look that good so far.
He's getting time to throw. One thing I think Hunter really needs to work on, he's keying on one receiver.
Yeah,
and, if you're a good defensive team, hey, read the quarterback.
Read the quarterback. And that's exactly what they did on that last throw. And you add that with watching film, they know that's where they're going to go because they do it all the time. What you do have is the streak. Fake the curl and take the streak, probably, where he bit on that so hard.
McCorder in at the Wildcat, going to keep it. Looks to go up the middle, tries to get out the outside, and he's going to lose about 3 on the play. Nothing there. Well done by South Laurel.
That's the worst we've seen the Wildcat look tonight. It's been stopped a couple of times. The rest of the time it's, went for positive gains. They might need to start trying to throw it a little bit, but you are limited here being backed up in the shadow of your own goalpost. There's not a lot of things you can do offensively. You don't want to take a safety. That would be the worst thing.
2nd and 12, 5:30 and counting, 7-0 North Laurel. Second quarter, Gillum Field, big district game. Quarter with the snap, running to the right. Across the 5, out to the 10, lowers his head to the 15. He's going to be about a yard shy of the first down. Brings up 3rd and 1 for North Laurel.
Stephen Nelson, he trusts the Wildcat. And you know what? It went for a negative game last time, put him in a little bit of a hole. He said, you know what? We're going to do it again. We're going to try it again. And it worked out perfect for him.
Picked up 12 on the play.
Picked up 12, got him in a great 3rd and short. Perfect. You just want to keep yourself in those little small where you only have to get a small chunk gain. That way your offense is pretty easy.
take care of business right here. Get your first down.
Yep.
Plenty of time.
Yep.
March down the field. Try to put some more points on the board before the half. McWhorter with a snap. Gives to Robinson. Running right. Excuse me, it's McWhorter. I tell you, I don't know if that was an 8 or Robinson. Excuse me. First down, North Laurel. I thought it was McWhorter. I thought it was a 0 I saw, and he turned, and then I finally saw that it was 28. Cooper Robinson on the carry. Nice run by Mr. Robinson.
Mr. Robinson looked pretty good right there. He knocked a couple South Laurel defenders off, run for a first down, got them the 4 yards they needed to get the first down. A great run. And those inside zones that North Laurel's run, we have not seen them work real great all year. But tonight we've seen 3 or 4 of those go for pretty good gains. So that's encouraging to see.
1st and 10, North Laurel. 4 minutes left in the second quarter. Quarter with the snap, rolling to his left, looking to pass, throwing deep, ball's up, and no flags on the play.
I mean, come on.
Wow. Intended receiver Cam Anderson.
That was the most Joe Flacco thing I've ever seen. I'm pretty sure they threw that one up there hoping that it would be a little bit underthrown, and that way the receiver would have to come back through the defender and draw the pass interference.
Well, what
and
thing
he
had happened?
threw it. I think he should have got it.
Well, that was questionable, but that ball floated on the quarter.
Yeah.
Quarter, Robinson in the backfield, 2 receivers left, 2 right. 2nd and 10, North Laurel. McWhorter keeps it going right up the middle, and he goes for a short gain of about 3 on the play, 3rd and 7.
Gosh, you just hate to be in these 3rd and longer than 5 like this. Your offense is so you only got so many things you can run. All your short passing game, the short passing game's taken away, and the South Laurel defense, they're not playing back off the wide receivers like we've seen most of the defenses do this year against North Laurel. They're playing them pretty close, so you don't have those little turnaround curls like they've been relying on to convert first downs all year.
3rd and 7, North Laurel, McWhorter Robinson in the backfield, 3 receivers left, 1 right. Blitz coming, McWhorter rolling out to his right, and he's being chased. We're now rolling back to his right, and he is going to throw it, and I don't know if the ball got back to the line of scrimmage. They're saying it did.
I think it did. I believe it went out about the 30. I think he's okay on that. There's nobody in the area, but it did get back to the line of scrimmage. That's just, it feels like a questionable decision to put that 3rd and 7 on the arm of Jude McWhorter. You'd want to see Hunter Morgan probably take that throw. I just don't know about that. And Jude had people open, but he just knocked the quarterback that Hunter Morgan is.
4th down, North Laurel. Hogger Mills in to kick it away. Back deep. Number 16, Zach Thomas. Nice punt. Beautiful punt. Fair catch called. Back at the 35.
Wonderful punt.
Best punt we've seen out of that young man. He's been struggling this year, but I tell you what, that was perfection.
Got up above the lights like you like to see. Had that nice spiral. Beautiful
Absolutely.
spiral. You could see the stripes turning. It was a great punt. And
All spotted on the South Laurel 36, 2:57 left here in the second quarter.
And puts, North backed up just a little bit South Laurel backed up just a little bit, takes a poor field position for North Laurel and transforms it into not so great field position for South.
Thomas in the backfield with Griffin, and in motion right. 2 receivers to the right. 1 left. Griffin calls for the football looking right, across the middle, and it's complete at the 42. At the 45, down to the 48-yard line. First down. Number 10. Garrison Brown on the reception for South Laurel.
Everybody on North Laurel's defensive line got loose all at once. And Garrison barely could get that one. Griffin barely could get that one off.
First and 10, South Laurel. High snap, quick hit. It's complete at the 45, staying on his feet, knocked out of bounds at the 39-yard line. Another first down, South Laurel. Zach Thomas on the reception for the Cardinals.
It's just those are those are so easy. I mean, they're giving them such easy little receptions and allowing them to use their speed. Gosh, you just don't want to see them start picking momentum up like that.
Leach to the left of Griffin. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Griffin dropping back, looking to pass. Got a receiver open over here on the sideline, and it's deflected away. Nice defense right there by North Laurel's number 16, Colton Gilbert.
Yeah, he was in the flat zone there and was backing up toward the receiver. Read the quarterback's eyes the whole way because he looked this side the entire time, and Colton knew where he was going to go and slapped it down.
2nd and 10.
Kind of had a chance at a pick, too.
Griffin staying back in the gun. High snap, looking deep. Got a man open over here to 38. It's complete and slung out of bounds.
Griffin's pass is complete.
That's number 16, South Laurel, Zach Thomas. On the tackle for North Laurel, number 8, John Miner.
A great tackle by John Miner. He did get beat a little bit on the edge, but he made sure it didn't get any more yards than what he allowed. Puts them in a 3rd and 4. This is something you can stop them here. North Laurel can stop them right here. It's a good spot for them to
Got to get across the 29 for the first down. Griffin back in the gun, dropping back, looking to pass. Looking left, and it's complete at the 23. Down to about the 19, first down, South Laurel. Gunnar Williams on the reception.
They are just dotting up North Laurel's zone defense right now. They are popping people up where people are not at. And you just want to see maybe North might want to think about trying to run a little man-to-man, trying to change it up on them.
1st and 10 from the 20. Another quick hitter across the middle, and he misses his intended receiver right there, number 1, Williams.
Yeah, just a little misfire right there. That time they showed a little bit of man. I think it may have been a little match zone where they're going to run some man out of it. South Laurel, their quarterback Griffin is not perfect. We've seen him miss a couple, but anytime he's got those little bitty routes open, he can hit them.
2nd and 10. Garrison back in the gun. Man in motion left. Dropping back, looking pass, looking left, across the middle, and it's complete at the 12-yard line. That's going to be a little shy of the first down.
Griffin's pass is complete to the Cardinals.
3rd and 3 for the Cardinals.
You want to play up on them a little bit more than that. They were playing the sticks there on 2nd and 10, but they allowed them to get most of the yards toward a first down.
That'll bring up 3rd and 3 from the 13 for the Cardinals.
Hands it off to Leach. Trying to get to the outside and nowhere to go. Loses 1 on the play. Brings up 4th and 4 for South Laurel.
A great stop there by John Miner, Kingston Reams, and Reese Sutton. They all got together on the right side of the left side of the North Laurel defense. Shut that run down, read it right away, threw their blocks off. A great stop for them in a huge spot here with the clock running down like it is.
South Laurel's going to run this clock down. There's 55 seconds and 16 on the play clock. I saw Coach Hines go with the official and point to the play clock. And they're just trying to run some time off this and try to limit the time that if North Laurel was to get the football back.
Mm-hmm. And they know that North Laurel's got a pretty explosive offense, and they can move fast. We've seen them move, against Bell County the first game of the season. They moved real quick.
All right, we're going to step aside. You're listening to the North Laurel Nation on WJTE 98.5, A Lot of Love.
At London Women's Care, we provide world-class care for the entire family through all phases of life. We have a team of providers specializing in primary care, OBGYN, pediatrics, dentistry, and behavioral health. At 803 Myers-Baker Road, Suite 200, discover how London Women's Care is here for you every step of the way throughout every stage of life. Phone 606-878-3240. Find London Women's Care on social media or go to londonwomenscare.com. Schedule a visit to establish your level of care today. London Women's Care.
On for the extra point is number 47, Dowdy. And nice leg right there, right down the pipe. Big field goal right there.
Yep. Cuts into the North Laurel lead, puts some points on the board for South Laurel. They can go to halftime.
Get a little momentum.
Get a little momentum.
Absolutely.
And North Laurel, they did a really good job there keeping North Laurel from getting a touchdown and maintaining their lead that they can take into the half. And now on the backside of that, they've got a chance here to be aggressive. They've got 2 timeouts, 35 seconds. Depending on where they get the ball at after the kick, they might have a chance to let Carter or Cam Anderson put a field goal through for them.
$35 seconds left here in the second quarter. North Laurel's got to go to the locker room and try to clean up some of this stuff.
Some of the
Got
penalties.
to get some discipline going.
Yeah, because they've left some points on the board there, cost themselves points, but shoot themselves in the foot with some of those penalties. Which is not good.
Back deep, McCorder, Carter Kelly, Cam Anderson. Leach set to kick it away for the South Laurel. Line drive kick. It's going to be fielded at the 21 by McCorder. Across the 25, right up the middle, 30, 35. Out to the 37-yard line. 29 seconds left.
Perfect. This is a great spot. North Laurel, they've got a great chance to give Cam Anderson a shot to hit one of those 45, 44-yard field goals. They need to get down here to about 35. Got about 20 yards to go. They can do it. They've got the weapons on the outside that would allow them to make those kind of plays. We need to see them do it. Take this zone defense apart.
Morgan and Robinson in the backfield. 3 receivers left. Carter Kelly on the right. And Pulaski County. Coach Hines went running up to the official and said, give me a timeout.
Okay, so he wanted to see what formation North Laurel was going to come out in and try to mold his defense around that.
And here again, he's not seeing anything that he's basically not seen the majority of the night so far.
Right. I mean, it's they've got 3 to 4 different gun packages they run. That was their trips set they run with 3 on one side. North Laurel needs to run something to get these safeties back. They need to run some streaks, some clear outs, something to get those safeties to back up because all the safeties are playing about 10 to 15 yards from the right line of scrimmage. You can't run any offense like that. There's no windows to go. So they need to run some clear outs, do some old school Madden, high-low reads, put a streak in a corner. That's what they need to do, get some of those zones run off, get some space for those playmakers to make some plays and allow Hunter Morgan to put some darts in there. Really, the weakness is the middle of the field in this, and especially behind those linebackers because they can't really cover that good.
Morgan back in the gun. Robinson to his right. Same look. Carter Kelly to the near side. 3 receivers left. Morgan takes the snap, and that's a busted play. Morgan trying to get outside. 35, turns it upfield, and drops the football. South Laurel recovers on the 40-yard line.
Oh, my goodness.
And I tell you, he didn't even take a hit.
I don't think he did. I think he was just a normal tackle. He dropped it. Oh my goodness! You got to feel so bad for Hunter Morgan. This is not a good spot for North Laurel because South Laurel's right here, really, really close to get the field goal. They've got a timeout, 20 seconds left at their own at North 40. Not a good spot. Just the worst thing that you could have happen is fumble right there. You just cannot do that.
Hang on to the football.
Hang on to it. The rock. It's like the 5th turnover tonight, too.
Sloppy play game.
I know.
Leach and Griffin in the backfield. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Play clock down to 8. Down to 3, and Coach Hines is not happy. A lot of confusion out there on part of South Laurel's offense. Griffin was trying to do some traffic direction, but I think really number 16, Zach Thomas, was really confused. He thought he was supposed to be on the left. He took off running across over the field to the right. Griffin was trying to talk to him and really didn't have any clue that the play clock was on 3. And Coach Hines comes running out to call their final timeout. That hurts them.
It hurts them, yep, because you lose the ability to go over the middle of the field now. Where they had that timeout before, they could, they had anything. They could have done anything they wanted to. Now you're limited because you have to run up and spike it if you go in the middle of the field. So that hurts them a lot. And you just don't know where the miscommunication's at there. Griffin, they just need to call a play and get set and just run something. You can't be sitting there confused about where you're going to be at. You just need to get the ball snapped.
1st and 10 from the North Laurel 40-yard line. Griffin and Leach in the backfield. Griffin calls for snap, looking left, getting flushed out of the pocket, and it's incomplete down at the 45-yard line. And that was really the best thing that could have happened for South Laurel, because North Laurel had 3 guys bearing down on Leach.
And leading the charge there, Reese Sutton. Ripped right off the right guard there, was flushed Griffin right out of the pocket and caused him to miss that throw over here on the left side. Yeah, a great play by North Laurel there. And that defensive line, this is what they've got to do in this situation. They're not running it, so you can tee off and do all your pass rush moves and try to knock that quarterback off balance.
2nd and 10. Griffin with the snap, dropping back, looking right. Got a man open at the 35. It's complete and out of bounds. Will be a pickup of about 4 on the play. 11.6 seconds left.
Some at the 37, 38. They're inching
37-yard line.
Yeah.
Got to get across, basically get across the 30 for the first down.
And they need probably, I'm not sure what the kicker's range is, but it's probably inside the 30s where they need to be.
Griffin with it, looking deep.
Uh-oh.
This is going to be a jump ball. And McCorder intercepts it.
Run, baby, run.
10,
Come
15, on. 20, 25,
oh.
30. And he's going to be taken down at the 34-yard line. Carter Kelly, that was a jump ball. Carter Kelly goes up, knocks it away. McCorder comes from behind, picks it, and takes off.
That is not a wise decision right there to basically give Jude McCorder a punt at the 10 with 5 offensive linemen on the field. I really don't know why they did that, because you risk giving up a giant return from Jude McCorder that he could possibly take back for 7 and put you right out of the game. So South Laurel definitely got away with one right there.
Hey, go for that 10-yard strike. Try it, but thing out. One thing hurt them, no timeouts.
Yeah, no timeout. They were extremely limited on what they could do.
Morgan's going to take the snap and just kneel it, and that's going to take us to half. North Laurel on top, 7-3 of South Laurel. You're listening to North Laurel Nation on 98.5.
Hey, Dwight here from Larky HVAC in London, Kentucky. Do we know air? I think so. With Bryant, we are actually registered as indoor air quality experts. If you need your air heated, cooled, humidified, dehumidified, specially filtered, fresh brought in, or stale exhausted out, we are your people. Give us a call today for a free evaluation and quote on how we can help you breathe easier.
Larky HVAC, your local Bryant dealer on North Mill Street in London. Call for an appointment today at 864-5146. Bryant, whatever it takes.
At Second Mile Behavioral Health, we're here for you in every way possible. We're trained professionals in the mental health field, and we care. We believe in targeted case management and community support. We assess cases like mental health, substance abuse, parenting, anger management, and domestic violence. We take your needs seriously. You can find us on social media or go to secondmilebehavioral.com. Our phone number, 606-657-5504. Matthew chapter 5 verse 41 says, "And whoever compels you to go 1 mile, go with him 2." That's us, Second Mile Behavioral Health.
E.C. Porter IGA has been your hometown grocery store for decades because of our quality and impeccable service. And through the years, that hasn't changed. 714 East 4th Street in London. E.C. Porter IGA is a proud sponsor of our local student athletes. Independent Opportunities is a human service company committed to providing high-quality support for those with disabilities. They're hiring now. Phone 877-9209 or search Independent Opportunities on Facebook. Animal House Veterinary Clinic at 123 Robinson Road in London, just north of the State Police Post. Let Doug House and his caring staff handle any and all veterinary needs that you may have for your pet or livestock. Ask us about pet boarding too. 606-878-5941. Open 8:30 to noon Saturday and Wednesday until 5:30 Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. At Animal House, we love our patients. The Calico at Creekside Gardens is London's premier indoor event venue, seating up to 125. The Calico at Creekside Gardens is perfect for weddings, wedding receptions, business meetings, showers, grad parties, and much more. There's also a stage area seating 50 people that's great for smaller celebrations. For information, call 524-7166. The Calico at Creekside Gardens in London, 606-524-7166. The Martin family has served regions of Kentucky and West Virginia through parts and service in the heavy highway industry, beginning in London dating back to 1964. Now in its third generation, this family-owned business is gearing up to provide outstanding service to the community. Martin's Equipment Group and the Martin family is excited for the opportunity to further develop customer relationships with a greater product offering across multiple industries. Southeastern Farm Supply and Equipment, a division of Martin's Equipment Group, is currently located at 807 South Dixie Street in London. And Martin's Equipment Group is excited to partner with Bobcat Company in bringing this high-quality brand and full lineup of product offerings to our community through Southeast Farm Supply in London. Southeastern Farm Supply and Equipment, a division of Martin's Equipment Group, already serves the community with quality products and service for Case, Vermeer, Cub Cadet, Hustler, McCormick, Bush Hog, and more.
Welcome back to South Laurel High School. I tell you, North has had multiple choices here, but they just keep shooting themselves in the foot.
They do, and really, they were an inch away from putting 7 more points on the board down here at this end, and a couple other mistakes. That really is the difference in this game that keeps them from having, a 2-score lead going into the half or 2 or 3-score lead going into the half. They need to clean those penalties up because they really have looked like the dominant team tonight. They truly have. They've just not executed and converted in the red area like they need to, and they've made other mistakes that's kept them out of the red area and ended drives for them. You just cannot have those kind of things if you expect to win a big district game like this because, South, they are scratching and clawing and keeping themselves in the game. You cannot allow them to stay in the game like this.
They had North went for it 4th and goal down there and got it down to maybe the 1 or 2 inch line and turned it over there on downs. Really, South Laurel's only big play of the night is that about 35-yard strike right there. But North's defense is, they've held them in check pretty good. The defense has played well. I think they're going to have to tighten things up a little bit. They're giving them those 4 and 5 yard hits, and they're picking up 5-6 yards at a time. But I think they've got to come up on them, got to quit giving them that much yardage.
And think about maybe challenging this team man-to-man and seeing who's got more speed on this field, see which team has more speed. Because right now, North is just kind of sitting back in that zone defense and allowing Griffin, South Laurel's quarterback, just to pick them apart. He's hitting Thomas and Brown and Dole and all these guys just popping them left and right down the field. Easy throws, like not even contested throws. You've got to get up and challenge these guys. Running some man-to-man would be my thought. We haven't seen North play a team that's passed a lot, so we have not got to see what their pass defense is going to look like. And tonight, they really kept them in check most drives, but that final drive was really not that encouraging because They just kind of picked them apart. I think that bringing some man-to-man, kind of switching that in there, running it a couple times, and not showing them the zone the entire drive would be a better option for North Laurel, trying to keep South Laurel on their toes a little bit more.
Our proud athletic history.
I think North Laurel's offense has become very predictable.
Yeah.
Especially in the passing game. Then you're seeing McCorder coming back in at quarterback, and they try to throw a wrinkle in there once or twice, but they're going to be able to really, key on Jude McCorder.
Right, yeah. And Jude, they've allowed him to throw the ball a couple times in that one situation, that 3rd and 7 where he did throw it. You wonder about that. And they've really tried to feature Drew McCorder tonight. They've ran him a lot. Like you said, they've tried to throw it with him, a whole bunch of different things, trying just a different kind of offense, because we've not seen the Jude McCorder show in a couple 3 weeks. We've not seen him feature this heavily like we've seen him tonight. They've used him a whole lot. You just want to see them throw the ball a little bit more and do some different concepts, because really their offense is just running curls. That's most of their passing offense, and it's extremely predictable. It caused Hunter Morgan to throw a pick because they've done that so much. They need to run some other concepts like we saw the first couple of weeks. Those first weeks at Bell County and Whitley County, we saw them attacking the middle of the field with Jude McCorder. We have not seen that tonight, and a lot of that's got to do with how tight the safeties are playing up on the line of scrimmage for South Laurel. In this big cover 4 defense, the safeties are playing at 10 to 15 yards from the line of scrimmage. You cannot run any offense like that. You have got about a 2-yard window between the linebackers and the safety in that spot. They've got to run something to try to run those safeties back and get them to play farther back, so you have that middle of the field to work with. And some play action, too. Get those linebackers to pull up a little bit. Some other things that I know that they're capable of. That are simple things in football they should be able to do, and probably need to start trying to run a little bit.
Absolutely. All right, so we got about 7.5 minutes left here at South Laurel High School. Mayor Weddle being honored tonight. The WB Transportation has done a whole lot for North and South Laurel, enabling all the students in Laurel County to attend all of these sporting events for free. That's huge. This gives the opportunity for so many kids to get to go to a football game when sometimes some situations, some kids may not be able to have that chance.
Right. Yep. The mayor, he does such a great job for our city, and really love him a whole lot, and did a great job responding to all the things he's had to respond to the last few weeks in an impossible spot. And like you said, doing things for the kids. That's what you are supposed to do as a leader of a community. You're supposed to make it better and be a leader like that, and do those things that allow kids to be here in this facility, get to be around each other, hang out, build a relationship that lasts into the future. That's what you want to see, and we're real proud of the mayor for promoting that. He knows what it means to promote this city.
Our girls state qualifiers.
Right now, they're honoring South Laurel girls boys golf. Lily Martin and Alyssa Soller both qualified for the opening round of state last week, and Alyssa actually qualified for the actual state championship next week. So Alyssa will be moving on, as well as South Laurel boys golfer right there. Steve King, long-time boys and girls golf coach here for South Laurel, does a great job for them. We're going to step aside and take a break. We'll be right back. You're listening to The Light of London, 98.5.
Deaton Veterinary Clinic cares for all of God's creatures. Dr. Caleb Deaton and his fine staff are ready to care for your pet like it's their very own. At 2074 North Laurel Road, a few miles past the state police post on the right. Deaton Veterinary Clinic, 606-878-5555. Find them on Facebook or go to DeatonVetClinic.com.
The Copper Penny of London is your place to get your fabulous on. At North Main in London, across from the Family Dollar, Kim and her staff will make sure you are styling and profiling when you step out for that night on the town. Get a peek at our beautiful formals by visiting our Facebook page or go to copperpennyoflondon.com. 606-864-8523. The Copper Penny.
First National Bank of Manchester and London. Come see us at our new London location at 1211 West 5th. Inquire today about our lovely new community room. Email communityroom@fnbmky.com. Phone us 606-598-6111. fnbmbank.com. The definition of what your bank should be. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
XL Physical Therapy
At 87 CVB Drive in London. Eliminate pain.
Improve mobility,
We even offer stroke recovery.
sports recovery.
And we can help you avoid surgery in some cases. Take it from someone who knows. XL Physical Therapy is the best around. Phone 606-877-4673 or find XL Physical Therapy on Facebook. Let Tanya and her staff of caring professionals at XL Physical Therapy take care of you.
Gondolier Italian Restaurant of London is a proud supporter of North Laurel Athletics. Locally owned and operated, Doyle Jones and his family and staff use only the freshest ingredients with the largest menu selection around. Here are just a few of the things folks are saying about Gondolier. Fast, friendly service. Everything was delicious. While another satisfied customer says great service and staff. The food is amazing and has yet to disappoint. GondelierofLondon.com. North Laurel and Gondolier are a winning team.
At London Power Equipment, power means service. Power means protection. And most of all, power means power. Power. With technicians certified in Briggs, Kawasaki, Kohler, and Honda. And we offer for sale brands like Grasshopper, Simplicity, Echo, Husqvarna, DR, and Generac. We service and repair most outdoor power equipment brands. And if it's work gear, we've got you covered too. With arborist, forestry, and lineman gear. At 1680 Highway 192 East, we're open weekdays 8 to 5. With options for financing, we are locally owned and operated. Find LPE on Facebook or phone 606-389-5535 for London Power Equipment.
Welcome back to South Laurel High School. We're still at the half. We're going to take a look back at what's happening in North Laurel sports this past week. Big congratulations to North Laurel boys golf. They tied for fourth place this past week in the first round of the state tournament held over at Eagles Nest. Fell one shot shy of moving on to the second round behind Pulaski County. They were led in score by Brady Hensley. Brady came in with a tremendous round. The kid shot a 70, 1 under for the day. He'll be moving on to the second round as in the individual. Big congratulations to Chris Stone and the North Laurel boys golf team. Looking at North Laurel girls golf team, they competed in the first round last week, and they came in sixth in team competition out of 8 teams, and up just a little bit shy behind Johnson Central and Wayne County. Big congratulations to Lily Kate Chestnut. Lily Kate had a fantastic round with the 88 at Eagles Nest. Tough course for girls. Riley Vickers right there with a 99. Congratulations to both of them, and congratulations to both girls and boys on a great season. Looking over at boys soccer. Boys soccer just continues to be impressive, having a great season. 8-3-2 on the season, 4-0 in region play. Next week, it'll be district play. They, first of all, they took on South Laurel last Saturday over at North Laurel, won that one 4-0. Then they turned around and played their 49th contender and tough team. OBI beat them 5-1 and came out of draw on Wayne County 1-1. But this coming week, as we said, you've got the district tournament over at Oneida Baptist Institute. Opening things up on October the 5th at 5 will be Whitley County with a 5 seed, South Laurel with a 4 seed. Then you drop down North Laurel will have the 1 seed. They'll take on the winner of that game at 8 p.m. on October the 8th. First game of the night, Corbin OBI. then followed up by North Laurel and the winner of Whitley County South Laurel at 6. Championship game be held on October the 10th at 6:30 at Oneida Baptist Institute. Girls soccer 7-3, 3-0 in region play. They defeated South Laurel last week 5-1. Also took down Richmond Model 5-0. Lost to Frederick Douglass 8-0. District will be held over at Oneida Baptist as well. South Laurel got the number 1 seed. They'll be taking on the 4 seed South Laurel October 7th at 6. Followed up by Whitley County and Corbin with the 2 and 3 seeds at 8. Championship game will be on October the 9th at 6:30.
I had to bust up your momentum, but that's awful. I got to go to OBI for the district tournament. I got to go all the way to Clay County.
I agree.
Have you been to Oneida before?
I have. I've called some games over there, and the gym called district tournament over there. It's a tough drive, and it's one of those gyms. It's like one of those old elementary gyms, but it's a really nice gym. I actually really enjoyed it.
Really? Okay. Yeah. I've been to Oneida a couple of times. My dad placed used to go there one time. But you go up. I guess you go through Fibertown or something like that to get to Oneida.
North Laurel Lady Volleyball Jaguars volleyball team 5-12 on the season, 5-5 in region play, 4-1 in district play. This past week, they lost to Jackson County 3-2, lost to Somerset 3-0, and Madison Southern 2-1 defeated Clay County 3-0. This coming week on Monday, they'll be traveling up to Lexington, take on Frederick Douglass at 7:30. Then they'll be back at home for Southwestern at 6:30. OBI on October the 15th at OBI at 7. And then the final game of the season, October 17th, traveling over to Somerset at 7 o'clock. Whole lot happening. Elementary school basketball is actually getting ready to kick off. Coming up on October the 5th, they're going to have the elementary showcase and a lot of really good games right there. It's going to be held at North Laurel, South Laurel. Over at North Laurel High School, October 5th at 9 o'clock, you'll have Bush and Colony girls. At 10, you'll have Bush Colony boys. 11, East Bernstead taking on Campground girls. 12 o'clock, East Bernstead and Campground boys. 1 o'clock, Johnson and Hazel Green girls. And at 2, Johnson and Hazel Green girls, South Laurel. 9 a.m., you have Sublimity taking on London girls. Boys will be Sublimity and London at 10. At 11, Wine Pine and Cold Hill girls. 12, Wine Pine, Cold Hill boys. At 1 o'clock, Keavy and Hunter Hills girls. 2 o'clock, Keavy and Hunter Hills. So it's just that time of year. Elementary school basketball getting ready to kick off. Boys middle school basketball. The girls middle school basketball is just wrapped up. Big congratulations to the North Laurel Lady Jaguars middle school. The 6th and 7th grade girls basketball team were the Cumberland Valley Middle School Conference champions this past week, and the 8th grade were runners-up.
Yep.
So a lot of bright things, a lot of good things going on at over on the north side of campus.
Yep, absolutely. I would like to say, go Thoroughbreds. I went to Hunter Hills Elementary. Joe Boggs is the principal out there. I know some of the teachers that remember him. Elementary school basketball is awesome. Them kids, they go crazy. I always enjoyed watching my brother and sister play, so it was a lot of fun.
All right.
The purple and teal.
We are about ready to get this third quarter underway. South Laurel will take the kick. Cam Anderson will do the honors.
Number 3, Anderson, set to kick to the Jaguar.
Zach Thomas back deep for South Laurel. 7-3, North Laurel. High kick, and it's going to pull it left out of bounds down to 18-yard line. Not one of the better kicks that we've seen out of the camp.
No, not a great kick right there. I don't think you want to put it right there. That gives them a little bit better field position.
Bring it out to the 35-yard line.
Yeah.
First and 10, South Laurel. Griffin's going to be back in the gun.
The Cardinals
Sending 3 receivers left, 2 right.
From the 35.
Man in motion to the left. Griffin takes the snap. It's complete at the 30, after the 35, 40, 43-yard line. That's going to be a little short of the first down. It's going to come up about 2 yards shy.
Yeah.
Second and 2.
Little screen there. That's South had kind of got away from those screens at their last couple drives. Now they're going back to them. North Laurel's got to pull up and stop those. Don't want those yards are so easy. You got to stop them.
Griffin calls for it, dropping back, looking to pass. Got a receiver going down the middle, wide open. Flags. Pass is out of bounds and probably in the area of holding, and that's what's
that was a hold on big Reese Sutton right there. Reese Sutton ran over the left guard, and left guard just pulled him on down. That's a hold. They will get you every time for that. I'm going to back them up 10.
So that's going to move the ball all the way back to the 33-yard line. Got to get to the 45 for the first.
Yep.
Second and 12 for the Cardinals.
It's a pretty big hole here.
The Cardinals will have a second and 12 from the 33.
Griffin stand back in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, 2 left. Man in motion to the left. Griffin's going to keep it go right up the middle, and nothing there. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. Reese Sutton comes in and lowers the shoulder on it.
He has really come on the last 2 or 3 weeks. We've seen explosion out of him and plays like that right there where he is shedding blockers left and right, and that's a perfect call there to run a quarterback run because they go 5 wide and you don't have so many linebackers on the field. But when you've got a big nose tackle like Reese Sutton, you ain't running nowhere, no matter who you got on the field.
Third and 12. Motion to the right. Griffin looking to pass. Gives a fake. Looking down the floor. Down the field, the floor. Oh, what a catch right there. All the way down to the 42-yard line. We saw that earlier in the game when they had the ball on about the South Laurel 1-inch line. That's about a 35-yard catch right there. Got flags on the field back here.
Could that be another hold? Maybe. It'd be good.
It looks like it is.
Oh, my goodness. Oh.
Ineligible receiver downfield.
Yeah, so they ran a screen on the right side, and some of those blockers must have got just too far downfield before the ball got thrown. That's the risk you run when you fake a screen one side and end up throwing the ball. Those linemen, they don't know that you threw it, and they are hauling butt down the field trying to make block like it's a regular run. And you just can't do that. So you don't see that called a ton, but when they call it, that's a big time penalty. It takes away a big game for South Laurel.
Third and 12 for the Cardinals. Griffin staying back in the gun. Takes the snap. Looking to run and shakes 1 tackle. He's not going to shake the second. Coming in for the sack for North Laurel, number 8, John Miner.
A big-time sack by John Miner. He had Kingston Reams on the left side there, got off of his sack or got off his block, slowed the quarterback down, slowed Griffin down, and then Miner come in there and finished him off for the sack. A great team effort by South Laurel to stop this drive, or a great team effort by North Laurel to stop the drive.
Loss of 9 on the play. Ball all the way back on the 25. Back deep for North Laurel is Robinson and McCorder. Robinson standing on the South Laurel 45. McCorder on the 45 of North Laurel. Good snap. Low line drive kick. End over end. He takes it to 40. Flags flying. Across the 50. Up to the 46-yard line, but probably going to be a legal block or holding on North Laurel. I tell you.
God goodness. This is the second special team penalties today.
I mean, we were basically only about 2 minutes and 15 seconds in this, and 4 penalties.
Yep, the laundry is flying.
Wow.
I know. Val Michaels will here be complaining. I think they picked it up.
Long discussion over there.
Did they? I think they must have picked it up because they're where they were supposed to be. I think. So. Well, it's interesting. I felt like there might have been some kind of illegal block over here because there were bodies flying left and right around the point of the catch, so, or the point of the punt.
Long discussion. Don't forget, after the game, head down to the Palace and check out My Finest Hour performing live. Be playing till at least 10 or later.
They have some good music down there at the Palace. I've had some of my cousins, the Band of Brothers down there. My co-workers band down there. They get some good groups in at the Palace. They have go-karts down there too.
So hopefully officials I got this one sorted out. Personal foul.
There we go.
North Laurel. First down.
Huh. Yeah, I'm not sure what that would have been for back there, but it's something.
I don't know why it took that long to come up with that. So that's going to put North Laurel all the way back to their own 38-yard line.
They must have a couple of attorneys down there as referees. They're down there just compliant, argue back and forth.
The Jaguars will have it. First and 10 from the 38.
A quarter in, Nick quarterback. Robinson to the left, 3 receivers right, 1 left. Robinson gets it right up the middle, keeping those legs churning and going to get to the 41-yard line, pick up a 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 for the Jaguars.
Okay. I mean, that's a good game for the first run of the drive. The inside zones, their base running game out of the shotgun, still a little iffy. It's looking better, though. They are making progress. Cooper Robinson's such a good runner. You want to see him get the ball a lot more.
Porter and Robinson in the backfield. Porter gives it Robinson right up the middle. Going to get out to the 45-yard line. 3rd and 3 for North Laurel. I guess the interceptions and maybe some of the mistakes is kind of why they're shying away from the pass game here tonight. They've not thrown it like they have in the past. You just don't know what's going on there. You want to show trust in Hunter Morgan and show him that, and as a coaching staff, show you have confidence in him. They're splitting Morgan wide to right here. A quarter. Takes the snap, going to keep it and run right. Cuts back up the middle. He's going to have the first down. Gets across the 50 down to the 48. First down, North Laurel. The explosiveness of Jude McCorder really made that run happen there. Well, one thing about Jude McCorder, he sees the field as good as anybody. He does. He really does. And he found a hole there. He was in the middle of getting tackled and found a little bitty hole up there between the right guard and right tackle. Great job by Jude McCorder. They're leaning on him tonight. I mean, they've ran him about 20 times so far. That's who they want to have the ball tonight. 1st and 10, North Laurel and South Laurel territory. The quarter staying in a quarterback. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Dropping back, looking to pass. He's going to keep it going right up the middle, across the 45, stays on his feet. 40, 35, 30. And we got flags flying again. They're coming from all directions. This one official that we've got in the way in the backfield back there, he threw it. This guy must have been calling North's game last week. Yeah, right. Yeah. Chop block, North Laurel. Got to clean this stuff up. Got to clean it. It's been all in the blocking game. First down is taken away due to, I'd be smart. Yeah, this is like the 3rd or 4th time they've had a first down taken away because of something in blocking. And that one looked like it was behind the play, too. I mean, Jude McCorder was long gone. I'm not sure. I don't know. I just don't understand it. Got to clean this stuff up. You do. First and 15 for the Cardinals. Ball back to the 47-yard line. The quarter still in at quarterback. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Takes it, looking to pass. And he's just going to be ran out of bounds.
All right. It's time to let Hunter Morgan have the keys back to the car. I mean, let's get Hunter back at quarterback. You know, it feels like they're almost kind of penalizing him for some of the mistakes he's made early on. The last, probably last drives they've had going back to Southwestern, the pick there. They just need to show confidence in him because he's shown us this year that he is a good quarterback, and they need to stick with him and trust him.
You could see the kind of confidence starting leaving him back a couple games ago, really at Johnson Central.
Yeah.
You could see he was just really struggling. 2 receivers right, 2 left. The quarter dropping back, looking to pass. Looks across the middle, got receiver wide open, and it's knocked down by South Laurel. The quarter is trying to float that in over that middle safety right there, and wasn't happening. Number 25, Tim Thompson, just timed that perfect, went up and knocked it away.
He did, yeah. He had John Miner. That's who Jude was intending to throw it to there, and he had him open if he just, puts a little bit more on the ball. But, yeah, that's gosh, I just don't know. Their passing game just does not look as good right now as we've seen it look this year.
3rd and 19 for the North Laurel Jaguars. North Laurel sending 3 receivers right, 1 left. Porter takes it, looks to pass. It's complete to Carter Kelly. He's going to get out to about the 49 and just gain of about 8 on the play. But that brings up still 4th and long.
Yeah. Gosh. This is that was a hard drive right there for North Laurel. Just nothing really looked good. Nothing looked in sync. They had penalties. The one positive play they had called back by penalty. But you punt it back to South Laurel, try to pin them deep here, and let your defense give you a chance to get better field position and do something the next drive. And that's what they're doing.
Your meals on to kick it away for North Laurel. Thomas back. Another nice punt. And fair catch called, and right at the 24-yard line.
Fair catch called for by the Cardinals, number 10, Garrison Brown.
Carter Kelly and number 17, Waylon Hensley, exchanging pleasantries.
Having a little conversation, a little friendly conversation.
1st and 10, South Laurel. 6:35 left here in the 3rd, 7-3. North Laurel on top of South.
And that front, this feels like they're trying to protect that lead a little bit, not being too aggressive on offense. But South Laurel, we've seen them get in a groove here on offense, and you just don't want to see them get back in it and possibly put North Laurel down 3 points.
Got timeout on the field. You're listening to North Laurel Nation on WJTE 98.5.
Your Laurel County PVA, Don McFadden, would like you to be aware of the homestead exemption.
Hey, Dwight here from
Your Laurel County PVA, Don McFadden, would like you to be aware of the homestead exemption available to homeowners age 65 and older. Applicants must own and maintain the home as his or her primary residence as of January 1st of each year to qualify for an exemption. If granted, the exemption will lower the taxable value of your home by a designated dollar amount set by the Kentucky State Legislature. Don't wait. Apply at any time during the year you turn 65. The earlier the better. You can sign up online or visit the office. Don McFadden, Laurel County PVA. That's laurelpva.com or phone 606-864-2889.
7-3. North on top of South Laurel. 1st and 10, Cardinals. Ball headed off right up the gut.
Number 35, Micah Smith on the carry for
Michael Smith on the carry for South Laurel.
Play results in a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd and 5.
Really, you saw the quickness of the linebackers there for North Laurel on display. Brody Pruitt, John Miner, they both read that run. They still got 5 yards, but they were able to stop them for a minimal gain.
Mike Smith to the right of Griffin. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Griffin calls for motion around to the left. Takes the snap, takes the handoff, looking to pass. He's got a receiver open. It's complete down to 37. Running to the right is number 16, Thomas. He breaks a couple tackles and needs to be taken out of bounds way down here in North Laurel territory. I tell you, I tell you, that was a great run right there. But number 16, Zach Thomas.
And where North is playing this kind of bend, don't break zone defense, you have to be able to tackle. If you do not tackle, that it defeats the whole purpose of
so many missed tackles.
So many missed tackles there. On the front side of that play, Reese Sutton again made that throw really hard on Griffin. He was, just bearing down on him as Griffin was throwing it. It's impressive he even got the ball off.
1st and 10, South Laurel, North Laurel 45-yard line. Griffin hands it off, going right up the middle is number 35. Smith picks up about 3 on the play.
A great tackle there by John Miner. Him and Brody Pruitt, they were doing a great job in the middle of this defense, like they have all year, wrapping up these runners the best they can. And also, I want to mention the pink looks good tonight for North Laurel. We've got a few 5 or 6 players that are all wearing pink. It's a great aesthetic and for a great costume.
2nd and 7 for the Cardinals. 5 minutes left here in the third. Griffin and Smith in the backfield. Griffin takes a snap, looking left. It's complete out here at the 40. Makes one man miss down to the 35-yard line. That's enough for a South Laurel first down. On the reception, number 11, Noah Smith.
Just another set of missed tackles. You cannot be missing tackles. And, the zone defense, you've got to stop for 2 to 3 yards if you make the tackle. You miss the tackle, it's 8, 9, 10 yards. That takes away 2 plays. They don't have to run anymore. You have to make tackles.
1st and 10, South Laurel. Griffin hands it off Smith right up the middle, lowers his head. Want to pick up 3 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On the carry for the Cardinals, tackled by a host of Jaguars.
And South, they were kind of showing North a little bit of their own medicine. South also running this very, spread out offense, keeping light boxes on the field, putting these linebackers in hard spots.
Griffin and Smith in the backfield. Fakes the handoff. Nearly picked right there. Passes the incomplete. Intended receiver was number 17, Waylon Hensley. I tell you, right there, like I said, that was just about taking another direction. John Miner.
Yeah, I believe they read it perfect. Carter Kelly was right on top of it, saw it coming the whole way. That's another one of the screens they've run to this left side. They've run them so much that Carter Kelly knew that's exactly where they were going to go, and he was ready for it.
3rd and 7. Griffin. Little flea flicker, a lot of miscommunication. Ball's loose, and North Laurel, they're saying North Laurel has it. We'll see. Yep, right there. I tell you, that play never had an opportunity whatsoever. There was confusion from the snap.
Yeah, the 4th fumble we've seen tonight from South Laurel, this wasn't even on a hit. They just, like you said, they just fumbled the snap, fumbled the handoffs everywhere.
Yeah, Griffin was trying to hand it off to Smith and just laid it in his back, and then he tried to pull it back in, and Griffin drops it, and it's going North Laurel's way.
And a great job by the North Laurel defense. They're reacting to that fumble. When that ball hits the ground, it's anybody's ball, and North Laurel read it and saw where the ball was at and jumped on top of it, and they're going to keep South from scoring.
North Laurel takes over on their own 34-yard line. A quarter stand in at quarterback, hands it off to Robinson running left. Cuts up field 35, 40, and he's been taken down right at the 41-yard line.
Number 28, Robinson on the carry, brought down by the Cardinals, number 11, Lois.
I think we got
a couple
of them, actually.
Official timeout for an injured player.
South Laurel players down. We've got one that's cramping up, and got two that's cramping up.
Yeah, bless their hearts. But Cooper Robinson, a great run there. They attacked the outside of the South Laurel defense. The inside of it, they really struggled tonight, with the exception of a couple of Juba quarter runs. I think trying to attack the outside where you have a few undersized quarterbacks attacking the outside is probably the way to go. And taking these zone runs where you've got light boxes and attacking the outside, a very, very good decision there by Stephen Nelson. A good call by him and the offensive staff.
Priority is a nonprofit organization equipping, encouraging, and empowering.
3:38 left here in the third quarter, 7-3. North Laurel. North Laurel has got to put a good drive together. They've not done it since early in the first quarter. They keep just having mental errors and
Right, you have a good drive going like we did last drive. You got a first down. You're down inside the 30. You get a block in the back behind the play and back yourself up 10 yards. You just cannot have those things. When you do something right, have a good play, they are so few and far between things going right for you on the football field. You cannot have some mental error that's unforced. It's not even part of the play. It's just, just a mental error. You cannot have those things going on. They kill your drive. I mean, really, truly, North Laurel should be up probably 21-3, something like that. They should be up more than they are.
Really, that should be what they're up. But here again, we've seen it really. Didn't really see it. Well, yeah, actually, we did see it first couple of games. They had opportunities those first couple of games, but we've seen it all season. They don't take advantage.
Yep. Right. South Laurel gave them gifts. They've given gifts left and right, fumbling the ball. I mean, South had 4 turnovers, and we got 7 points. I mean, that just does not add up. That math don't add up. Usually you get that many turnovers, you put some points on the board. And they've had turnovers that they got in South Laurel territory that they were not able to convert, whether it be getting stopped on 4th and inches or fumbling themselves or throwing a pick and giving the turnover right back to them. Those are things that you have to correct. And they need to correct these before we get farther into district play and see Harlan and Pulaski the next 2 weeks. They've got to correct those if they want to make it to the state playoffs.
22 Rikers second up on the play.
It sure will not be any easier next week.
No, Go across the Big Rock Castle River.
2nd and 4 for the North Laurel Jaguars. Quarter standing in at quarterback. Robinson to the right, 2 receivers left, 2 right. Quarter with a snap to Robinson and gets about 1 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 2.
That time, the outside linebacker for South Laurel read that run the whole way and really didn't give Cooper Robinson any room to run. He had nothing. He had to go up the middle, and there was no room there. So he just read that one. So I run that too much.
To right, to left. Quarter keeps it, lowers his shoulder, and he's going to be just shy. He's going to be about a half yard shy of the first down. Big decision right here.
Yeah.
I would really like to probably see him to go. You don't get it. You give South Laurel good field position. North's defense has really stepped up all night long, but I think you got to go.
Yep, I do. I think you trust that defense. Like we've seen, they've had pretty much good stops all night. They've had, with the exception of the drive going into the half, they've held South Laurel up pretty good. So you can take these risks because your defense is pretty rock solid.
They'll have to take a timeout right here because Coach Nelson was having too long to talk over there with McWhorter. Play clock got down to 8 seconds. So it's going to be timeout to North Laurel. Also, don't forget, head on down to the Palace. Check out My Finest Hour. A lot of fun stuff going on down there.
Yep.
Next week, North Laurel will be traveling, as said, over to Pulaski County, another big district game. Tonight is a key game for both these teams.
Absolutely.
North Laurel, lost to Southwestern last week. South Laurel loses to Pulaski County. So you're going to get this ship going in the right direction. You got to win this game tonight.
And you only get 4 district games a year. If you lose 2 of these, 2-2 is not going to get you into the state playoffs. You really cannot afford to lose 2 of these games if you expect to make it there. So it's a must-win game for both of these teams. A loser leaves town game, as you like to call it. Or as we like to call it.
4th and short. McWhorter and Robinson in the backfield. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Quarter calls for it. He's going to go right behind Robinson. Lowers his head and dives across the first down. First down, yes.
Okay. We're in the middle of a philosophy shift with this North Laurel team. They have gone from what we've seen all year, wanting to really toss the rock around, throw it, be fast-paced, and do that. But now we've the last 3 drives, we've seen them focus on running the ball, and they're just trying to run this clock out. That's what they're doing. They are getting to 3rd and 4th down every time, running as much clock as they can off, putting this game away.
A quarter with a snap. Gives it to Robinson straight up the middle. Going to go for about 2 on the play. Puts it at the 48-yard line. 144 and counting here in the 3rd.
And at some point, the South Laurel defense has got to see that all they're going to do is run the ball here. That's all they've really done the last quarter and a half is just run the ball. South's going to see that. They're going to start bringing people in the box, and North's going to have to throw the ball some here. They can't just run it the whole time.
Play clock down to 7. McQuarter calls for it. And looking pass, he tucks it, and he's going to run across the 50. 45, gets to the outside 40. 35, steps out of bounds at the 30. Big gain right there for Jude McQuarter.
Okay, so they still can be explosive, even with Jude McQuarter at quarterback. Or they can still be explosive. I was doubting them. I've been doubting them for the last 15 minutes. There's no way they can move the ball. They're going to go 3-4 yards at a time. But, anytime you put the ball in Jude McQuarter's hands, good things can happen like that right there. If you're South Laurel, you're sitting there saying, okay, we got to play up a little bit more on this team because South, they are not reacting at all. They are in the same base defense they've been in the entire game. They have not noticed that this philosophy has changed for North Laurel.
1st and 10 from the South Laurel 30-yard line. McQuarter, quick pass out to Morgan is complete at the 30. Tries to get to outside, and he's going to be taken down about the 28-yard line.
It's almost like John Hines hurt me up here because then they just went to a single high safety look and brought people in the box because they know that their passing game is – Jude McQuarter is a fine quarterback, but he is limited as a passer. He really is. We have seen it so far. They really can't throw it like they want to. So that's how South Laurel is going to react to this. They're going to start bringing people in the box more and changing up their defense, reacting to that.
2nd and 8 for North Laurel. McQuarter, Robinson in the backfield, 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Robinson gets it right up the middle, lowers his shoulder, gets down to the 22-yard line.
I think we got Cooper
Brings
Robinson.
up 3rd and 2. Robinson is cranking up now. I'll tell you what, you absolutely could not ask for a better night of high school football tonight. Weather is just absolutely perfect.
This is the sweet spot of weather right here, Joe. It ain't too hot. It ain't too like it's going to be here in about 3 weeks in November. It's not going to be. It's not real cold. It's not hot like it was at Bell County. This is the perfect night to have this game here and bring most of Laurel County into this stadium and have a good time watching the ball game.
And I'll tell you what, Laurel County showed up tonight.
Absolutely.
Really good crowd on both sides of the field.
Oh, yeah. North Laurel Nation's out in full support over there at the sideline across from us, and I don't see any medal over here on our side of the field.
Well, over here to our left, to the right, we're full. Left, we got a little bit, but looking across the way, the stands are full.
Yep. And you like to see these student sections really full. That makes these games a lot more fun when you have a pretty rowdy student section. So it's a lot of fun. You just love to see it.
3rd and 4. 5 seconds left. I don't think they'll get the play off. They did. Yep, the quarter got it right before the snap. And then pass is intercepted down at the 3-yard line. That was not there.
I don't think they should have snapped that at all because our MO has changed. We are interested. We'll go to break and we'll talk about it in a minute.
nonetheless.
Looking
that's
for
what they're-
wonderful family entertainment in a world-class facility? New to London, it's
The Palace.
Family Entertainment Center.
Inflatables.
Bowling,
Arcade games.
pool tables,
Go-karts.
golf simulations,
Birthday party rooms.
laser tag.
And all kinds of great food in our restaurant.
The Palace Family Entertainment Center,
The Palace.
located next to the Northside Kroger store on Main in London. Tell your friends and come visit our beautiful new facility at the Palace.
The Palace.
Smith and Grayson Middleton.
Welcome back to
Cam
South
Smith and
Laurel.
Grayson Middleton, please go to the baseball concession area to retrieve
Jude
your
McWhorter
prize.
throws a pick down at their own. They're going to spot it at looks like the 4-yard line. I tell you, here again, just that was not there. Intended receiver was Hunter Morgan, and South Laurel did a fantastic job of smelling that one out again.
Yeah, and it was you wonder why they really even snapped that, because we were looking at just running the clock as much as we could and just take this thing to the next quarter. You don't have to run it there. You don't really even need to. I guess their thought is they would catch them by surprise there. They didn't. They ended up throwing a pick, and I just don't know about that. I liked where their offense was going. I was critical of it, but it was working.
Griffin calls for it, hands it off right up the middle. Nice run right there by South Laurel's number 35,
35,
Michael Smith.
on the carry for the Cardinals.
Every time
And that play is good.
I tell you, that's just North Laurel's got to get. They're going to have to get in those trenches. They're going to have to withstand this running game. I don't think. I tell you, North just doesn't look like they're ready to play right now.
No.
I mean, they're on their heels.
They are. And I mean, it feels like they should be up a lot more, and it feels like they've dominated this game. Yet here we sit, South Laurel's got a chance to go down and take the lead. It just does not make a ton of sense to me why we're in this position. What I do like to see from North is that they're swiping at the ball. They know that South Laurel's got a little bit of a ball security problem, and every time they run it, usually those linebackers and defensive linemen are swiping at that football.
1st and 10, South Laurel. Griffin staying back in the gun. Looks to throw it, and it's complete at the 22. All the way, I tell you, I really like what South's doing here.
Yeah, I do too.
They're seeing North is giving them so much yardage, so much room.
Yeah.
Why not throw it short?
Throw it short.
Because, I mean, it's working.
It's working.
They're picking 5, 6, 7, 10 yards up at a time.
Well, they are.
I mean,
They're just sitting
smart
back
football.
in that zone. Yeah. And then you miss the tackle on top of that. You cannot do that.
Big game down at Corbin. Corbin Johnson Central tied up 43-all. Smith gets it right up the gut. Picks up 5 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Gosh, that's a big game, man, at Corbin and Johnson Central.
Big game. I'll tell you, that would have been
great
a
programs.
really,
Yep.
that'd be a great one.
Play results and a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd and 5 from the 34 for the Cardinals.
It's resetting time, Joel. This is the man who's got to stand up right now.
Griffin staying back in the gun. Takes a snap, looking to throw it. Looking right. Receiver's wide open at the 44. All the way out to the 49-yard line. Wonderful route ran right there by Williams.
Absolutely.
Number 1. I'll tell you, he got the North Robinson, I believe it was, defender. He was trying to cover him. He backed him up about 3 yards and turned and came to the football. He didn't wait on the football.
Impressive.
1st and 10, Cardinals. Griffin, high snap, gives it to Smith right up the middle. Another nice run right there, staying on his feet. Hey, he took a heck of a hit from Robinson and didn't phase him.
Didn't even fake bounce right off of him.
Gets down to the North Laurel 36-yard line.
Oh, this is not good. North Laurel, they have got to start coming up here now that they're getting closer to the end zone, and they don't have to worry about giving up a huge gain and have that back line as a defender. They need to start coming up some more, playing up on these guys.
First and 10. South Laurel. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Hands it back. No, nice fake. Tosses up high and overthrows his intended receiver.
Griffin's pass falls incomplete.
That's good coverage right there by North Laurel.
Yep. And they've had, to be honest, on the 2 or 3 big throws they've had, North Laurel has had good coverage on all of them. Griffin is just fitting those balls in there great. And on the one of them here, I think Collier Mills kind of jumped up a little bit too early. But on that one, he was double covered, and they took it away from him.
High snap. Griffin's going to keep it going right up the middle. And he's going to go for a short gain of 1 on the play. Brings up 39.
You had Reams, Kingston Reams, John Miner, and Brody Pruitt. They're all on the stop. A really good run stop by them. A good run rep by the Jaguars in that left side of the defense.
Another good district game going on. Harlan County Southwestern. Southwestern up 7-6 at the half.
That's big. Need Harlan County to win that game.
3rd and 9. Griffin calls receiver go to the left, looking to pass, looking left across the middle, got a receiver wide open. It's caught at the 23, running backwards all the way back to the 26. He ran backward, cost himself about 5 yards.
He
there.
did. I don't know that for the zone defense they're running, you really couldn't have had a better defensive rep there than North Laurel did. Bryson Nance was in the way, but Griffin threw a great ball.
Bell County 14, Rockcastle 3, 4th quarter. Smith gets it right up the middle. North trying to strip it from him, and there's the whistles.
Ooh.
Number 35, Micah Smith on the carry for the Cardinals, tackled by a host of Jaguars.
Braden Folsom was trying to rip that ball out of there the whole way, yeah. And they know that South has got a problem with that, holding on to the ball. Why not attack the football? You get another turnover here, you can possibly put South out of it. So that's one thing they got going for them.
Second and 8 for South Laurel. Griffin looking to pass. It's complete. Down at the 17-yard line. Real close to the first down marker.
And
I'll tell you something that's really impressed me. South Laurel receivers, they run really good, clean routes.
They do. That especially number 1 there, he runs a great routes. That'd be Williams. He's doing a great job.
3rd and short. Griffin takes the snap, gives to Smith right up the middle. A lot of running on 10, down to the 6.
Number 35, Micah Smith on the carry for the Cardinals.
I'll tell you, Smith has had a great second half.
He really has, and you can just kind of feel it slipping here for North Laurel. They need to stand up here and get a stop inside the goal line. This is where their defense is. It's looked good so far against South Laurel. They need to have a good stand here against them.
1st and goal, South Laurel from the North Laurel 6-yard line. Griffin and Smith in the backfield. I'll give to Smith right up the middle again. Gets down to the 4-yard line.
Number 35, Micah Smith on the carry for the Cardinals.
Oh, we got somebody hurt, I believe.
Yeah, I've got a South Laurel player now.
For an injured player.
Here again, South Laurel has put a tremendous drive together.
They have started back to their own 4, and they've, just cut through the North Laurel defense like it's butter and just kind of sliced right through them. They've done everything. They've had everything they wanted to pretty much the whole way up the field. It's just a hard spot. You just don't know. But what is encouraging is Reese Sutton and Levi Cox, a couple of the other defensive linemen, are doing a pretty good. They did a really good job that last time getting good block shed. And this goal line stand comes down to Brody Pruitt, John Miner, Kingston Reams, Rice Sutton. Those guys on that left side of the defense and up the middle, they're the ones that's got to stop this. And Reese Sutton, John Miner, Brody Pruitt, they're guys. They can do it. They can stop the South Laurel run.
But the thing is that we've talked about the last 2-3 games. North Laurel has to find a way to put points on the board.
Mm-hmm. They do. Yep, they do. Their offense has struggled a lot. It really, really has struggled.
They, I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. They're trying juke a quarter route
at quarterback and running just a different kind of, like we've been talking about, a different kind of offense where they're going to be run heavy, like a lot of the teams we've seen so far this year. They're really trying to run it. I just don't know. But it looked good that last. The first few drives that they tried that, it did not look that great. But the last drive, their offense really was humming up until the mistake there. You saw a big explosive Jude McCord run, a couple pretty good Cooper Robinson runs. It definitely can work for North Laurel, and especially against this South Laurel front that's a little bit small. They should be able to run it on them. And I think that's what Stephen Nelson's kind of banking on. He's like, we're bigger than these guys. We should be able to run on
them.
Second and goal for the Cardinals. Griffin and Williams in the backfield. Motion left. Griffin looking to pass. Got a receiver open, and it's complete. Down at the 2-yard line, I believe.
Yep.
Gunnar Williams.
Collier Mills and John Miner come together there to get a big stop. They ran a little flat right. It's actually kind of wild. It's the first motion I've really seen in a long time here. In pro football, you run motion all the time on the goal line. Here they ran it in high school, and it almost worked.
Third and goal. Ball on the 2. Griffin and Smith in the backfield. I look for Griffin to head it off to Smith right here. Right up the middle. And waiting the signal.
Get it.
Just short.
Oh, man. Oh, what a spot. What a spot, Joel. On the inch line, the North Laurel defense has got to stand up here.
Micah Smith on the carry for the Cardinals.
Got another North Laurel player cramping up. I'll tell you, really, the number of these kids cramping up tonight is odd.
Surely you're not.
I don't know. I hate to go back to the Ole Miss UK game.
I'd say that they're trying to do it on
last
purpose.
week. I tell you, it's.
I mean, they don't charge you timeouts for them right now. So I mean, this was not the worst spot for a little timeout for North Laurel to get them rested up, get the defense rested up. So I don't blame them. But I'm sure that whoever it was definitely probably a little tightness in the calf, no big deal. A little water in there, it'll be just fine. They have brought in some meat up front. You got Braden Fultz coming in the game to play on the defensive line. They are preparing for something to be run up the middle right here.
Fourth and goal for the 1-yard line. Well, about the half-yard line. Smith gets it right up the middle. Touchdown. South Laurel. I tell you, Reese Sutton got in the backfield, hit him, but didn't get a good hit on him. Just kind of glanced off on him. Couldn't get him wrapped up.
No. And then Kingston Reeves was right next to him, too. They both got off of their blocks very well. And, I mean, it just the hole was in the middle. It wasn't on their sides, and there's just nothing you can do about that. Oh, my goodness. Now we've got North Laurel's got to answer this next drive.
5:45 left in the fourth. South looking to add one to it. I don't know what's going on right now. They sent a player on the field. They told him to come off and back on the field.
South Laurel.
Oh, had to take a timeout. I'll tell you, a lot of confusion right there. Number 28.
It's a field goal.
Braxton Carroll. He was supposed to be on the field, and I guess he didn't get the call that he was supposed to be on the field.
That's beyond me.
I don't know.
I don't either. I feel like the field goal unit should be the same 11 guys every time. But, I mean, what do I know? Oh, Oh, Joel, this is such a
You
huge
know.
spot for North Laurel.
I
They need a good offensive driver this next time. They need to answer this South Laurel.
I know they're trying something different. So
Yeah, they
see if they
are.
get something going. But I tell you what, I've got to go back to Hunter Morgan.
Yeah, I'm trying to not be too critical, but my goodness, their offense without Hunter Morgan just doesn't look that good. It looked like I just don't know how to feel about it. I really don't. Just don't.
Number 47 Dalrymple on to attempt the point after.
Now, Darley Ripple,
That boy.
kick is up, and it's good.
I'm telling you what, Reese Sutton got flipped over there and he back kicked that ball himself. But it didn't matter. They put the point. They put the ball through the field goal.
All right. North Laurel has got to put a drive together. We've said this multiple times. They got to put points on the board.
Yeah. In my humble, honest opinion, and this may not be the opinion of every person in this building, but I say let bygones be bygones. We know that Hunter has struggled, but let him play quarterback. Let him go. Let him cook you. Let him drive you down into the red zone. Let him get you the points on the board. He's done it this year. South Laurel's not putting a ton of pressure on him. I think you got to give him the keys back to the car. You got to let him go and just let him cook. And if he throws a pick, so what? I just don't feel like you're going to move the ball that much with Jude McCorder at quarter. You're just not going to be able to.
Carter Kelly, Cam Anderson back deep for the Jaguars. Number 6, Elijah Roark. They kick it away for South.
And it's nothing against Jude. Jude he's a great player for this team. But Hunter Morgan is probably the better quarterback. He needs to be the one throwing the ball. And let Jude get out in space and make something happen.
Important drive coming up for North Laurel, trailing 10-7, 5:45 left here in the fourth. And we have whistles. They said, I think you got your lead official down here in the end zone. Hadn't started.
Okay, gotcha.
There we go. We're ready to go now. And over and kick. Fielded at the 23 by McCorder, going right up the middle across the 30, out to the 35-yard line.
Okay.
And we're going to have flags right there. Yep. That's going to go on North Laurel. Here again, can't do that.
No.
Number 24, Ethan Collier. That being the late hit, that's going to be a personal foul. Going to back it up more. You know, you don't win football games by doing what they're doing.
Yeah, give it. I would. The penalty count, the penalty yard count has got to be insane. I mean, they've given at least 100 yards away in penalties tonight. And Drew McCorder, he's done a great job. Set you up at 35, and then you back up 50. Gosh, you cannot be doing those kind of things and expect to win this game.
Just no discipline.
No.
You know, it's okay to be aggressive.
Yep.
Be smart.
Yep.
After the penalty, the Jaguars will have it. 1st and 10 from the 19.
1st and 10, North Laurel. McCorder still in at quarterback. Dropping back, looking past him. He's going to take it and run. So that's the 20, 25, 30, and all the way out to the 33-yard line. First down, North Laurel.
That's good. You like that? That's good. An explosive play from the quarterback spot there. Drew McCorder picks you up 13, puts you basically back where he got you with the kick return. So, you know, it's like a penalty never even happened.
Hall spotted right on the 35-yard line. Morgan and Anderson split left. Kelly to the right. McWhorter keeps it, rolling to right, looking to pass, and he's going to be sacked all the way back at the 25-yard line. Noah Smith on the sack.
Goodness gracious. That hurts bad. That hurts real bad. Puts you back in just a gigantic hole. But they can come back. They can get out of this hole, but it's a big one. It's a really big hole. You got 19 yards to gain. It's just a big hole.
Second and 19, left by 26.
Second and 19, ball all the way back on the 26. Got to get to the 45. Porter and Robinson in the backfield, one receiver right, three left. South showing blitz. Porter looking to run, trying to get to the outside. 25, 30. Lowers his head, gets to the 35, and we've got flags flying, and that would have to be in the, I would think, area of holding.
You think, yeah.
There is our penalty marker down.
We got another cramp over there, too. Puts the cramp count at about 6, something like that. Yeah, we're backing the Jags up. Goodness gracious.
Penalty. Assessed to the Jaguars.
Oh, my gosh. Yep. It's like a second and 30. Oh, never mind. No, it's okay.
Illegal blindside block.
Blindside block.
I ain't never seen the baby.
North on number 50, Keegan Nelson.
I feel at some point that this may not be a North Laurel problem. The blocking may not be.
Second and 26. Porter takes the snap, looking to throw. A lot of pressure, and he's going to go down for the second time. I tell you what, give South Laurel a lot of credit. They are doing a fantastic job getting a big push on them.
They are, yeah. And there's just not a lot of stuff open for Jubilee Porter down the field. Not a lot of things that just nothing for him to throw it, nowhere to go. And they're in such a hard spot. Being in a second 20, there's not a lot of things you can do. And they just keep on getting backed up. My goodness.
Third and a bunch, 31.
Well, you never know. I can do something crazy right here.
And we've got whistles. I don't know.
Maybe we get 5 yards back.
Delay a game. Delay a game. Here again, guys, there's no excuse for that. They've got the play clock right here in their face.
I guess, there's no excuse for that. I guess the reason I didn't call a timeout is because it's such a huge hole that there's no real point in saving the field position here because they're not going to convert it. But gosh.
Third and 36.
My goodness.
Quarter with a snap. There's a blitz. It's complete to Robinson at the 10.
Come on, Cooper.
After the 15, loses his footing and brings up fourth down.
They tried to run just a little screen or something like that, get some blockers out in front of Cooper Robinson in space where South Laurel was playing off of him. And, it could have been spectacular, but he just slipped. And nothing you do about that. They got a punt here, and North Laurel defense has got to stand up and get this offense one more shot to go win the game. And it feels like they need to truly need another turnover to give the offense good field position.
Collier on to kick it away for North Laurel. Good snap. Another nice punt. Be fair catch out at the 43-yard line.
Fair catch called for by the Cardinals. Number 10.
Good starting field position for South Laurel.
Yep.
I tell you, I really wouldn't look for South Laurel to get too crazy here.
No.
They're going to Smith is having a big game
Just
for
keep
South Laurel. Hey, keep it on the ground, keep that clock running.
Keep the clock rolling. North is starting in a position here where a couple first downs, they might be out of the game. You only got 2 minutes and 44 seconds left.
Clock is their enemy now.
Clock is their enemy, yeah.
Absolutely.
First and 10 from the 44.
All on the North Laurel 44-yard line, 2:44. South 10. North 7. Griffin and Smith in the backfield. Smith's going to get it. Going right up the middle. Nice run again by Smith.
Okay.
Pick up 5 on the play. 2nd and 5.
I would imagine South is going to let the clock run out here and let it roll down to the 2-minute warning. I'd be shocked if they ran a play. But if they did, second 6. I thought it was going to be a little bit closer than that. Yep. North Laurel needs to stop really in the set of downs, truly. If they snap it here, it'd be foolish. They would be a gift.
They're going for the hard count, and that's what they're doing. They're
I wouldn't even move if I was. I mean, I wouldn't. There's no reason they're not snapping this ball. Wow, they snapped it.
Smith gets it, trying to get to the outside. Nothing there. Loses a yard on the play. Timeout, North Laurel. 10-7, 150 left in the ball game. You're listening to North Laurel Nation on 98.5, the Light of London.
Timeout. Jaguar.
True Colors LLC is a residential and commercial finishing company you can trust. Dustin Lewis and his team of quality professionals can do the job great or small, and True Colors is a proud supporter of North Laurel Nation. Find True Colors LLC on Facebook or phone 606-657-5300. True quality, true service, true colors.
10-7, 150 left in the ball game. North really got their backs against the wall, as we've seen all year.
Yep, we have. And this play right here, this is the game. You can say this, we say it a lot, it's a cliche, but this quite literally will determine the game. What happens here, they have got to stop South right here. If they don't, this game is over.
We've said it for several games in a row that the North has to find a way to put points on the board.
They do.
Tonight, just 7.
Yep.
Griffin takes it, rolling to right, looking to pass, and he is out of bounds.
That ain't smart.
No,
That ain't
that's
smart.
the last thing you want to do.
Just run out of bounds. You need to get down in bounds.
Yeah.
You just gave North Laurel a free timeout that they don't
Absolutely.
have to take. Yep.
Yep.
And they're rolling the clock right now. What the?
Timeout, North Laurel.
What?
Evidently, was he not out of bounds?
He walked out. They
I don't
pushed
know.
him out of bounds. That's how that works. It ain't like he walked.
I don't know.
Flabbergasted.
I don't know. I looked like Griffin just stepped right out of bounds.
I
So that
did.
clock should stop.
Yeah, that's.
And here again, I don't know.
that.
I don't know why that being the case. North let at least about 12.
I guess they thought like we did, that it was definitely going to be out of bounds. And they did let about 12, about 10 seconds for off the clock there. Good grief! You need every second you can. You don't. You just cannot get those back. Oh my goodness! I can't believe I'm shocked. He walked out of bounds. I'm no expert on the rules, but I mean, I at least know that. I don't know.
Need a bad snap right here.
Or something. Their long snapper, we're struggling over here on the sideline. I saw a couple pretty high snaps, so it could happen.
.145. The quarterback deep. See this kick. North Laurel bringing everybody. Good snap. End over end punt. It's going to hit at the 20 and take a big South Laurel bounce. All the way down the 5-yard line. Nice punt right there.
Yep, that was
It didn't look very pretty, but it was an end over end, and it hit and took a huge kick for South Laurel.
Yep, and that's what on those punts like that, you'd almost call it a scud missile, really. You just want it to hit the ground and start going everywhere. And put it in a position where if Jude McCorder tries to return it or tries to return it, he's going to fumble it. So Yeah, that was a great punt. It puts North Laurel in a really hard spot. But do you believe in miracles, Joe?
It can happen.
It can happen. They can do it.
Absolutely. Hunter Morgan back in at quarterback. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Robinson to the right. Morgan takes the snap. And it's intercepted at the 10, 5. Touchdown. Pick 6. South Laurel. Threw it directly to number 11. Number 11. Noah Smith. I mean, North had a receiver open at the 15-yard line, but I don't know if Morgan didn't see Smith or what.
You cannot throw it through people.
Exactly.
You throw the ball, you cannot throw it through them. You ain't Brett Favre.
You know,
that's what I. Oh my goodness.
His confidence, was just really
rattled. I mean,
his confidence is just
because
plummeting.
we have seen him be a great quarterback. We've seen it this year,
right?
And he's just confidence. He's just absolutely sure. That's the only explanation for it. Because he certainly got the ability to be a good quarterback.
Extra point is up and good. Pushes the lead out to 10, 17-7. 1:27 left here in the ball game.
Oh my goodness.
If anybody wants to call it early night, head down to the Palace. Check out My Finest Hour. Still going on right now.
It's an impressive segue. Gosh, I'm just heartbroken for this team, Joe. They fought.
I tell you,
you just feel so bad. They fought tonight. They fought really hard. Their defense did an excellent job all night. The offense, they were scrappy too, and you just hate it so bad for these young men. You really do.
I don't know what to say.
I don't either. It's and I mean, the facts are the facts. They've owned South Laurel for a long time.
Oh, I agree. Absolutely.
I was here when South Laurel's program was no good. When their program was bad. When they stunk, and it's got to be very deflating for North Laurel Nation to not be winning this game against this rival because they have owned them for such a long time.
McCorder, Robinson, Anderson back deep and over end kick. North touched it. It's picked up by Kelly, just falls on it. Down at the 26-yard line.
Everybody, North Laurel Nation is heading to the cars.
All right, listen, they're heading down to the Palace.
They're heading down to the Palace.
They're heading down to the Palace to celebrate with My Finest Hour.
That's right. That's where everybody's going. Be there, be square. Golly.
As we said, North Laurel was only averaging 12 points a ball game coming in tonight and only put up 7. Morgan staying in at quarterback, looks to pass. It's complete. That's at 35. Clock stops. McCorder on the reception.
If you look at the broader picture, this drive is very important for Hunter Morgan's confidence. He needs to have, it's very unlikely they're going to win this game, but Hunter needs to have a good drive here, have a few completions in a row, and feel better about himself. Oh.
Another pick 6. South Laurel walks into the end zone. I don't know where in the world Morgan was throwing that ball. All I can say is wow.
I just don't know what to say, Joe. That was too pretty.
Bad. Let's get this game over with. Let this minute 5
can we go
run.
home? Can they run the clock?
I tell you, I hate it for Hunter Morgan.
I do too. You just feel so bad for
2 straight pick 6.
2 straight pick 6s, 3 pick 6s in the last 2 games. You feel horrible for him.
Extra points up and good. 24-7 South Laurel. 1:07.5 left in this ball game.
All right. Well, how about this drive where we get a couple completions and try to start feeling better about ourselves? I don't know. It kind of took my whole point away there. So, yeah, this is no fun, Joel. This is not fun. And you know how heartbroken they all are over there on the North sideline. They all, they put in such a hard week of practice, and they, tried so hard to win this game. And you have a couple of things go wrong, and the result is completely different than the way it should have been, the way that it felt the entire game. Because really, for 50 minutes of this game, North Laurel pretty much dominated.
Yeah.
And they just did not put the ball across the end zone as many times as they needed to, and didn't capitalize on the opportunities to do that. And you end up here in this situation where the game looks a lot worse than it was, and you get handed your second district loss of the year. Probably a fatal district loss as well.
This one is going to, I think, really battle.
Yeah. Oh, geez.
Quarter, I think, hit it
Just
all
lay
the way
on it,
down
baby.
to 10. Picks it up. Trying to get something. Not much there. Gets out to the 15. It's about 5 on the return.
A quarter on the return.
Well,
The Cardinals, number 28.
I think that I would typically say you'd want to let Hunter Morgan kind of continue to throw it, but maybe for his confidence, you might want to let him just kind of hang out over there. Go back at it next week against Pulaski County and just kind of let the clock bleed. And maybe, you've got a little bit of time here to run. I'm not sure who they're going to run at quarterback, but get somebody else some rep at quarterback and try to find some positive here in this last 55 seconds.
South Laurel takes a timeout here with 55.2 seconds left.
Huh.
Just very disappointing showing by North Laurel tonight.
Yeah, just I agree.
Jude McCorder in at quarterback. Hands it off to Robinson, and there's just absolutely nothing there. One thing, that offensive line didn't block the first person right there.
No.
Hey, you play to the game is over.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, that's right.
You let Robinson get hit unnecessarily right there, like that.
Yeah.
33 seconds, one more play. Well, they will try to regroup this week, and things don't get any easier next week by no means.
No, this is a Pulaski County team that pretty much dog walked South Laurel last week.
And McCorder just takes it and falls down, and that's going to do it. 5 seconds on the clock. South Laurel 24, North Laurel 7. We'll step inside, and we'll be right back to wrap this one up. You're listening to North Laurel Nation on WYJ. Kenny Rebone Roddy. Now, the dew is falling and the paper is wet. WJTE 98.5.
If you want your lawn to look amazing, look no further than Amazing Grass Lawn Care. Elijah Jervis and his crew of outstanding lawn care professionals are the best in the bluegrass. At Amazing Grass, we aim to meet all of your lawn care needs at a reasonable price.
You grow it, we'll mow it.
For Amazing Grass, phone 606-231-4411. Isaiah 40:8. The grass withereth, the flower fadeth, but the word of our God shall stand forever. Amazing Grass. How sweet the ground.
(24-7) South Laurel comes away with the big district win over crosstown rival North Laurel. Early in this game, Jared, we saw North Laurel. We thought they were, maybe finally found some answers to get the ball moving, maybe put some points on the board, but it quickly changed with the other direction.
Just like a switch flip. It really did feel like they were going to come out and probably dominate this. The first half, first few drives, it really felt like North was going to come out here, kind of throttle South. and take advantage of them and score a lot of points. But as they shot themselves in the foot all night, had big penalties that brought plays back that would have put them put them closer to the end zone. All those things come together where you're sitting only up 4 points in the fourth quarter and have no offense at all to even run. And you desperately need offense.
I tell you,
can't run it and have and just can't do anything.
I would be willing to bet that second half, North Laurel was on the negative yardage side on offense.
Probably, yeah, probably. It would. They had a lot of big losses there at the end. It was, not great. But Coach Nelson, you know what they're going to do? They're going to go back this week and watch film and practice hard and see if they can't come out next week over there in Pulaski County and Somerset and try to beat a really good Pulaski team.
Well, like I said, Hunter Morgan, he had some two really big games start this season. And then, his confidence really just dropped off starting with that game up in Frankfort. And, from there, it just went downhill. And throwing 2 straight pick six tonight, it's really tough.
Truly, it's hard for him to come. It will be hard for you to come back from that because you begin to doubt yourself. And when you doubt yourself, you don't throw. You don't go through your mechanics like you're supposed to. You don't throw the ball like you're supposed to. You don't make a decision. Your decision-making is impacted because you doubt your own ability. And that's kind of where Hunter Morgan's at right now. And every pick six, it just kind of gets worse. I don't know what he needs to reset. I don't know what makes him tick, what's going to help him just kind of reset and refresh because he really needs that in the worst way. It will probably be good for him to go back and watch himself play at Bell County or watch his Whitley County game and see, okay, I can still do this. Like, I can still throw the ball around. When I'm protected, I can throw this ball. And he needs to go back and do that and do probably some soul searching this week and try to rediscover that confidence because, like we've been saying, we have seen Hunter Morgan play incredible. We've seen him hit throw after throw perfect against a very difficult Bell County team, against Dudley Helton, one of the best coaches in the state. He had a great game against Bell County. But as he's been hit, like we've been saying, his confidence has just kind of dropped. And every pick six just brings that confidence down a little bit more.
All right, that's going to do it from Gillum Field. South Laurel with a big district win over North Laurel 24-7 next week. North Laurel hits the bus across that Rockcastle River and things, as we've said in the past, tough to get a win when you cross that river as they head over to Pulaski County. On next Friday night, Tyler Lewis, Jordan Warden will have the call as Jared and I will be out of town. So make sure you tune in to check them out next week. I want to thank Adam Webb, my partner, Jared. I'm Joel Prichard. Everyone, thanks for listening. Have a great night.